Alright. I saw this world, and I was like, shit, we have to explore this. I'll give you guys a hint at where we are. Hi, Elder. Hi, Ronmu. Ball. Mario. Hello, hello. Hope you're feeling better, but given your dead emote, you're probably not. You think this is Mario? You think this is Mario? Stardew Valley. It's 3D Stardew Valley. It just makes a Mario sound when you jump. I don't know why. That's the Stardrop Saloon right there. It is ball time. Hi, Archangel. Oh no, poor air. Hi, Smile. Oh my god, Lavender. I did not see them join. Hi, Ants. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Techno. Oh, this is the TTT map? This is in TTT? I saw this and I was like, God, I hope it's good. God, I hope it's good. Can you go in the buildings? Kind of. So this is crazy to me. That he just made the Stardrop Saloon like this and didn't, like, measure out the units. Like, I feel like he should have recreated on, like, a grid system. That's... Trouble in Terrorist Town? Is this gonna be... What the fuck? I guess work in progress? Where's... It's like I kind of like this map because I just like Stardew so much, but holy, it needs a lot of work. A very ferocious plushie. Yeah, why does there a Mario sound every time I go over this? Oh, moonlight jellies. What's the name of that map? So I can fave it when I can do VR chat again. This is Pelican Town 3D by Queevy Dink. And it's literally just what's here. I'm probably gonna favorite it. Keep an eye on it. But I don't want to walk here yet. My world. Stream. Where haven't we gone in a while? We haven't gone to save point in a while. Did we go there? No, let's go here. We're doing Spirit Tracks later today. Portal. Wahoo. People waiting for ball since redeemed 20 minutes ago. You did not redeem it 20 minutes ago. That's not how that works. Oh, you did redeem it 3 minutes ago. I'll put it on. Did I just miss it in Chatterino? I did. You literally redeemed it the moment I was live. That's honestly impressive. Okay. Moogle. Okay. Oh, too bad I don't know why I did 20. I didn't even notice that. I thought you were just exaggerating. 475. Dude, the number gets me every time. But, okay. Pins. Pin 1. Flying behavior, pitch. Okay. Pin 2. Flying behavior. Bitch. We actually get to not be super zoomed in today. Because we're not doing game trailers today. Or I guess zoomed out is what I should say for game trailers. If I jumped off the train, what will happen? You'll go that way. Yep. You know why? I didn't even notice that. Hi, Gesturation. We're doing Spirit Tracks today. I'll stay up all night for that. I don't need sleep. Fuck you. Oh my god, take care of yourself. There will be VODs of it, Smile. I swear. Pot friend? Oh yeah. Chat, do this. Hello, Kylo. Fiend. I want to make nuggies. I actually fucked up. I was planning to go to the grocery store today. But then it was like, oh right, fucking the one thing. Spirit Tracks. And I was sitting there for 3 minutes like, which do I pick? Because I need to go pick up a prescription for my mom. I've decided Spirit Tracks today, and I will do the prescription groceries tomorrow. And if I have to eat more than 1 burrito a day, I'll be fine. I don't get interaction VODs. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like, if you want to see the moments, they're still there. Hi, Global. I don't want to streak anymore. I am not going to watch today. Okay, fair. Where were we? We haven't started, so we're at Neelis. Thank you for being a genuine part of my Morningland routine. Well, if it's helpful to keeping a routine or something, hell yeah. I'm happy to be a part of it. Is the music playing twice?
It is.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's awful.
Why did that happen?
Do
Oh, it stopped.
Cool. Okay, I was like, do we need to reset? You provide nothing for me. You're nothing to me. Good. Good. That's how you need to look at streamers. You don't need them. They need you. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. I was gonna lead into the fucking throw 'em away when you're done with them. I'm like, we're at 8 minutes already and I've done literal knee lifts. I didn't do...
That Stardew map.
Yeah.
Your complaints were pretty much the same as mine when I went exploring there yesterday.
I saw that it was in the popular and I was like, oh fuck Stardew. But like, that's crazy to me. Because Stardew is on such a grid system. Everything is like, this is a 1x1 space. Hi, love. Hi, Jer. And like, you could just measure that out in a grid system and be like, okay, this house, 27 by 14. That's the house dimensions, right? And they just didn't? You know what they might have done?
If you don't want to map it,
what they might have done
grab a
is...
sprite and use that as reference.
They might have done the outside. Because the house will be like, you know, 10 wide on the outside, and then you go inside and it's like 30 long. So maybe they were just doing the outside and then trying to make the inside work by those dimensions, but I feel like, why would you do that?
Dart train.
You should do like the almost like the portal things, like you go through a door and it moves you to an area below, right? Where you'd have more space to do stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's a work in progress, right? Oh, Yulind been talking shit about me yet? Okay, Freya. Hang on. I wasn't actually talking shit. What happened was, Maru was talking about me doing the walking streams. And I was like, he specifically said, you know what 600 days of walking does to a motherfucker? And I was like, hi, Smug. And I was like, yeah, it makes you lose 75 pounds. And they were like, 75 pounds? And I was like, yeah. Has Freya told you how much weight they have lost? And Maru goes, has Freya been losing weight? Because apparently you haven't told them at all about this. And I was like, oh shit, did I just spoil this, like, thing? I hope I didn't. Has Freya been losing weight? And I was like, yeah, she's been, you know, she started walking on the treadmill at first, but now she has switched to an exercise bike because that works better for her. And Mara was like, how much has she lost? And I was like, I don't want to go around, because like this is like your thing, and I feel like you get the fun of telling people it, so I didn't want to like take that from you. So I was like, if you want to know, you'll have to ask her. And then you come back hours later and you're like, what'd you want to ask me, Mara? And he's just like, and I'm like, bro, I've totally mentioned it before. Oh my goodness. Freya hug. Nobody wants to. No, I've been calling you cute. Where were we? We're at these, right? Hi, doll X, Kek W. Wake up, sup, Yulind. Understandable. On the outside, I am 3 long, but on the inside, I am a 20. Hi, mommy X. Hi. Hi, Hunsup, North Prince. Lamau. I've totally mentioned him before. Hi, Smug Love. How the fuck do I do gestures on a laptop keyboard? Shift F1 key, or the Shift F keys. So hold Shift, and then F1, F2, F3. I think. It might just be the F keys, but I think there's the Shift, and specifically, the Shift is your left hand. The right Shift is your right hand. No, right Shift on your keyboard, right hand gestures. Left Shift on your keyboard, left hand gestures. The issue is that the F keys have certain functions on laptop. Well, good luck.
You have to press 3 keys at once then to enable F keys. I was gonna say, it depends on your laptop settings too.
I figured it out. You can also hold R. And that'll bring up the radial menu and select them there.
If they have them.
If they have them.
So it's not, the hand gestures are not controlled by the radial menu.
Oh.
But the creator may have put the gestures in the radial menu.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I gotta press a key to make my fucking F keys show up. Oh no. Alright, come here, you two. Why are you so big? You're bigger every time I see you. Who's feeding you? You're like the neighborhood cat begging for food from every house on the block. You are not the same... Okay, maybe you're the same size as you always are, but you are not the same size as the other chows. Damn. Ronmu just said no. Need my angry gesture? You need a fucking diet is what you need. Look at the size of the fucking thing. I just show up and sit down in VR, easy peasy. Or at Bendy's.
If anyone wonders why I'm in VR, I got up too early again today.
Oh no.
It's like, yeah, it's a Friday. I don't need to be on time, so I'll just sleep in. And my body's like, nope, your ass is getting up at 4 a.m.
So wait, when you say you don't need to be on time, is that just Friday's a flexible schedule?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm still gonna report in at my usual time, but I just thought, I'm not. It's like normally I get up at like 30 minutes till.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't expect too much activity today. But then again, it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
It's like some Fridays everything's on fire, and other days nothing's happening.
I would think Mondays are the fire days and Fridays are the not much happening day.
No. If there's gonna be
opposite?
panic, it's gonna be on a Friday.
Really? I would expect it to be
it's
Monday
because
when
it's-
people haven't been doing stuff for 2 days.
Well, panicking because it's gonna be a weekend, and it's like, well, we need to get stuff done before the weekend.
Kimmy stretch.
Well, it's like that.
No, no,
It's
you
been
are
like
way
that in
too
every
big.
job I've
No,
been to.
absolutely not. Not, you are way too big for that. You're gonna knock me over. Hell no. No! You don't get to go through the legs until you lose some weight. I'm putting my foot down. Yasen? That's how it is, Techno. Fat-phobic Yulind. It's not fat-phobic! He's literally gonna knock me over. That cow better start walking. Hi, Vapor. Hey, all fellow walkers. My panic day is Thursday. Being fat-shamed again. I will knock you over, Yulind. This is some bullshit. We're at squats, right? How's everyone's day? I'm a little like, oh god, I'm going to be hungry today, because my plan was go to the grocery store today. I forgot I also planned Spirit Tracks today, so one of those isn't happening. Just going to the grocery store. Which is fine. Honestly, when I play a game all day like this, I typically have so much fun that I forget to eat. So it's like, not really that big a deal. And I have enough food to get through a day.
What the heck? Oh, there it goes.
Where'd what go?
Wait for it to respawn.
What was it?
You'll see. Unless they resize before they get back.
Oh, did we lose a Chow?
Yeah.
Hi, Dingo!
Where's your camera?
Right there.
Why do I not see it?
You probably see it at my feet.
No, I don't see it anywhere.
Oh.
Well, rip. I think they might have goofed something in the beta.
Are you on the beta right now?
Yeah.
Star really wants
there
me
they
to be
are.
on the beta to play with drones. I've always just been like, I'll get on the beta when it happens. These chows are menaces.
Power to that drone way too high.
These chows are menaces.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, right.
They can't stop
Right
growing.
now that my drone's right in your face, but you can't see it.
No, I can't.
Pat the drone.
I'm going to assume so. That is in my notes. You can pet the drones.
You actually,
and
yeah,
other
you
people can pet
actually
your
got
drones.
it. Good job.
Oh, really? Huh. Swing that thing around, Yulind. Swing it. Hello, Dingo. I ate cereal at 8:35. Now I'm chilling with Yulind on VR chat as a fat show. It's not trying to get people to talk to your feet. No one will believe the camera is there. I've never seen my camera at my feet. That's just what people tell me.
Yeah, it's been a bug for a while. I thought they were trying to fix that in beta, but maybe have introduced something else instead.
Hi, Micaiah. Fuck you, Micaiah. We're all in Discord playing Monster Hunter. I get a fucking Chatterino ping, right? And I'm just like, oh, who's talking about me? Not Maru. It's not Proxy. What fucking Discord was this? Hang on. And then I see the little, like, red line under Micaiah. I was like, what? Fucking what? And I open his chat, and it's just... What did this fucker say? Hey, Yulind. I'm not streaming right now, but figured I'd make your Chatterino go ding. And I was just like, fuck you! Fucking, I was completely got by that. I literally just sat there for 20 seconds, just confused, like, I don't understand. I know I heard a ding noise. Thank you so much for that information. It's truly groundbreaking. I can't imagine where I'd be without it, and I'm practically overflowing with this newfound knowledge. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hating Yulind
immersive.
into karting. Masterful plan. Oh. You know what, Ants? I'm gonna say it. I appreciate you making me feel better by carting 5 seconds after me on Gormagala, okay? That meant a lot to me. I I died on Gore. He was beating my ass. Hi Ellie, welcome back. I saw pics from Ellie's trip. And I'm like, I died to Gormagala, and I'm like, fuck, I'm the first death of the day. Nobody's been dying for the last 4 hours. And then Ants dies like 5 seconds after. I'm like, God, Gormagala is so fucking rough. Hello, gang. Yulind, I was told that I am the trans flag colors, and I realized I did that completely accidentally. Yeah? You literally are.
I know, yeah.
Hug and Ellie. Hearts in solidarity. Dan sounds like I should have joined and helped make it a third. My favorite thing, Ants, is one of my friends. He was like Hunter rank 40. And we do a tempered Gormagala. And I'm like, this dude is the hardest monster in the game right now. He's just, even though it's supposed to be Arkfeld, this guy's just oppressive. He just goes for you. And this friend just goes, I've killed so many Gormagalas. He ain't shit. He's easy. He then triple carded. And I was just like, well, is he still easy? No, he's not. Hi, Sugar Danny. Every game, they tune monsters up and down, right? Now, sometimes it'll be a bit stronger, sometimes it'll be a bit weaker. I don't know if this is the strongest Gore has ever been. I don't remember him being that strong in other games. Like, I don't remember him being that threatening in Rise or 4. Granted, 4 was a long time ago. But I'm definitely... He's the monster I'm most scared of in this one. It's an alien attack. Throw it in front of the train. Etly blush. Hey, hi air. Okay, buddy. Okay, I don't actually like it when you guys are this big, okay? It's funny for a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of just avatars engulfing me. That was Scott's.
Like an entire ship?
Like an entire ship, yes. I remember, it's funny you say that, because the first clip, well, one of the first clips with Zuvi around like day 20-something, he just turns into a boat and just goes across the screen. And it's like, dude! Dude!
Holy ship!
Simply don't let that monster hit you, Yulind. That is harder than it sounds. It's funny always. 23:30 start, 26:30 end. Hi, Logitech. I'm not that big. It's always funny. Ugh. Hi, Violet. Oh my god, it's a Logitech hug. 3 minutes of planking. We'll start walking. You know, I thought I was way behind more. I thought I was fucking yapping and we went, like, world exploring initially. And so I was like, man, it's gonna be like 40 minutes before I start. But we're only at, like, 24.
Better make up for that. 10 minutes of planking.
Straight to, damn it. It is straight! Rose pink avatar getting down. Arch that back, straight back. I'm getting conflicting orders here.
There's 3 pink people here.
There are 3 pink people here. Logitech. Vapor dance. The group chat with Logitech, Sheepy, Senril, and I. We're all like fucking listing games we want to play. Sheepy was like, I want to play Aloft. And Forever Skies with you guys. What did I say? Oh, I said Planet Crafter. Straight back. We can archer back later. Okay, buddy. I want to play Infamous. Pink.
Well, Solar Punch's on my radar too, but that's not even out yet.
Hmm.
I think can't remember if I brought this up, but it does feel very much like Raft. I might have brought it up with you directly, actually.
Say that about Raft again?
Let's say Solar Punch feels very much like that,
Oh, okay.
with regard to aesthetics and. Well, you're not controlling a mobile base, but aesthetically it feels a lot like it, and a bit of gameplay.
I feel like with those games, I'd want to play Stuck on a Boat the least. It's fun, but I feel like those games are better solo because I personally get antsy and start feeling stuck. So, I wouldn't want to play Forever Skies. I don't know if Aloft is like, we can leave on our own or we have to be leaving together. Planet Crafter sounds the best of those three.
Yeah, and besides, I don't need a third playthrough
30
of
more
Raft.
seconds. Yeah. I just want to play more games together. I just want a big screen beyond 2. You don't need advice from everyone in here? Okay. See that guy? He said, okay, I'm so in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, don't get me started on Big Screen Beyond 2. I didn't even know it was coming. I really want a new headset. I'm like, give me a next-gen headset. I need one. This Vive Pro is fucking falling apart. But, like, the reason I didn't get a big screen is because it doesn't have audio stuff. It has, like, an additional audio strap or something. But, like, I don't know. I don't think the Big Screen Beyond 2 solves that issue either. Get a Quest Pro? Does Quest Pro work with Vive trackers? I don't remember. Don't. You did it for a 24-hour stream. What did you guys want to watch, see? It could be unique, or just catch your eye. Well, no. Then fuck that. I will never in my life do mixed tracking again. Just mount a tracker to the headset? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not happening, nope. Don't, yes, I would watch Yulind walk for 24 hours. For a 24-hour stream, what would you guys want to watch? So, Quest is too much cope. I think I'll go to it. If I can do it, anyone can. Ellie, I know that's like a common phrase. It's like, hey, this is supposed to be like encouraging. But the reality is, you're not. Like, you're pretty smart. You're kind of tech savvy. You started doing model shit on your own. That's more than 95% of VR chat. So when you say, if I can do it, anyone can, I'm like, literally no. You're at the front of the race. You're like ahead of it. You're not at the bottom that's like, if I can do this, anybody can. You're like doing flips over hurdles and being like, if I can do it, anyone can. And people are like, dude, I can't even hurdle. You just did a flip over that shit. That's scurvy. We're walking through Final Fantasy to start with. You know what vitamins were? Just wait for the next Valve headset. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. The Big Screen Beyond 2. I want to. Oh shit! Wait. I fucked up. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, this felt way too fast. I didn't do my trackers. You guys wait there. Yulind Sentinel is cute. What do I do? You go to their Twitch channel. You subscribe to them. And then you can use Sentinel emotes. And you do like hand pat emotes next to Sentinel emotes to show that you're specifically head patting Sentinel. It's a foolproof plan. Sentinel loves head pats. Okay.
I haven't streamed since, what, last June?
Yeah. That's not gonna stop him from getting emotes.
Mm-mm. I did leave those up, didn't I?
Yep. Okay. Attempt 2. Huh.
The one thing I want to say about the Big Screen Beyond 2 is your move, Valve.
I want to hear what Micaiah... Well, Micaiah said don't get me started, but... Sounds like Micaiah was not happy with it. Hi, Joe! I'm not sure I will have enough willpower to wait for Deckard. Oh boy, Yulind ankles. Your next Valve headset probably going to be nice, but I heard inside-out tracking, so it may not integrate with Vive trackers. That sounds crazy to me. Why would they cut off their own product? Had scurvy. Comes to the
Well,
booty stream.
Valve doesn't own Vive, so it's
I
not technically their
suppose.
own product, but they would hurt their market a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose its targeted audience are those that it's like an entry or mid-level, if the rumors are true, for the Deckard.
Had scurvy, comes to the booty stream. Something about a leg and pegging. Are you a pirate, Ellie? You got me.
Which means they should also sell an NX2 for the high-end headset.
Oh boy, walking time. Does this emote work as me walking? It literally does, yes. Although you're up on the balcony, so it kind of looks weird. If you were like right behind the balcony, but a little in front of me, I think that would line up better. You're on the balcony. Right there, right there. That probably looks awful for you. Well here, let me try moving back. There. That looks better for you. Hi, Proxy. It was one of those, this isn't happening to me, so the crash out is funny, but everyone is going through it, so I felt bad for them. Just another product in the long line of planned obsolescence. Their upgrade kit has the most abysmal pricing for buying just the one part. Oh. See, okay, so I saw that the price was $849. Do you have to get, like, the first Big Screen Beyond and then the upgrade kit? They fixed issues that got brought up to them in the reproduction versions of Big Screen Beyond 1. Only a year later with a V2 headset?
There's no reason to get an upgrade kit if you don't own the Beyond 1. That is a pretty steep price, though, for an upgrade.
Wonder what the future of face eye tracking looks like. I'll line your face up. I know, so if I remember correctly with Core, she has a big screen. And for her, her IBD, I forget the acronym, the how it lines up with your face, they just couldn't get it right. And eventually they just told her, just shave the nose down with a knife. Just take a knife and shave the foam down. Hi, Jack. Take a bite. Yeah, in the Discord yesterday, we were talking about people just taking a bite out of their big screen foam for their nose space. Yippee. Y'all heard about that VR that actually kills you if you die in game? Fixed issues that got brought up in production versions of BC. Like an oil change place charging you an upgrade? Oh. Wow, Yulind the cutie. Take a bite. The upgrade kit is just giving you the headset piece. No cushion, cable, link box, head straps. But doesn't really take much of the price compared to the... Take off the price compared to the pocket. I see. Beyond
So
2
you
has
gotta
IPD
cannibalize the pieces from the old set.
Really?
Huh. It sounds like it from what Micaiah's saying.
IPD adjustment and universal halo strap, also eye tracking. I did see that it had eye tracking. Given how small it is, face tracking sounds impossible. Is this tracker drifting again? This is 3 days in a row that this tracker has just shifted right. I don't understand why it's doing this so consistently. Turning on. There we go. Okay. One thing I heard about this cheering me on too is that the general face gasket instead of custom made. Really? I thought their whole thing was it was custom made.
You do still have the option, but there is a universal strap you can also use. It may not fit as good, but that does open it up for those who do not have an Apple device.
Right. Cutie Jack, Yulind, do you know what, your back is at a funny angle? I did. It was... should be fixed now. Price for just headset is still way too steep. A bit over 17,000 euro. For a B2 with Halo strap and audio strap, Sag. Cute techno. Where did our second chow go? Oh.
Unless they fell off the train again.
Yeah. Hi, Jasmine. Thank you for the follow. I missed you. Head out, Ranmu. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I would like a headset that stays with the Vive trackers and has face tracking. I would like, you know, the newer generation, because like indexes are getting old. The index came out in like 20. Was it 2020?
No, they're over 5. It was 2019. That's when I got mine.
Yeah.
It was just in 2020 when I really got into VR because pandemic. But I had that. But fortunately I did buy the VR before it happened, because I know there was a shortage back then, right when it all started.
Oh, Vive came out. Good for her. What? Okay. Okay, dude. The trans joke. Gamble all damn. You just changed your name color. You don't have Gamble? I don't. I don't have a lot of the chat widgets because well, it's a just chatting stream in disguise. I feel like I don't want to do a lot of the jingling keys stuff. I'm never like playing a game. Well, I say never, but I'm going to be playing Spirit Tracks later today. Very rarely am I playing a game where I lock in and have to leave chat to their own devices. Typically, it's, you know, I'm able to give 100% of my attention to chat. Let me have fun. Hold on, wait, hold on. Your name also changed. Ellie. Or is it just a different Ellie?
It did. No, different Ellie.
Okay. I thought that was Ellie, like... I was like, you were having so much fun with blue. You dyed your hair blue. Ellioki. It does say first time chat. Would that... If somebody changed their name, Twitch would be able to check on that, right? Basic name, my bad. No, I just... Ellistro has been here for like more than a year at this point, so I see Ellie, I think of my dear Ellie. Not D-E-A-R, like D-E-E-R. She saw Nokotan, the anime. And how mean do I go with this? Made it part of her personality. She's got the fucking antlers on all the time. And she thinks it's okay to cuddle with these. That's what's crazy to me. I'm talking mad shit, and she's like, probably in her kitchen right now, like, this son of a bitch. Can I give hugs in place of gambling? Don't want to do the jingly key stuff? But you do the jingly butt stuff. Alright, buddy. Chika noko noko noko. That's the one. Oh. My samurai horse came out. It's a miracle. You knew it was coming out, right? It's not much of a surprise, correct? It's like, the next horse coming out is this one, and you knew like a month or two ago? So at least saw the anime and went, that's literally me? That's me for real? Kind of. No, they just come out. It's just like, hey, here's some characters. Guess which one? They showcased the day before? That's crazy. Hey, half horse. Uma has 0 leaks? That's crazy? That's incredible. How does that happen? Also, I need a drink. Proxy. I'm walking through this map and it has me thinking of Final Fantasy XIV, right? I saw an outfit on Reddit for Monster Hunter. And it's just a straight up summoner from Final Fantasy. So I'm running around in Monster Hunter as just a summoner from Final summoner from Monhun. Oh my god, I keep mixing everything up. Summoner from Final Fantasy in Monster Hunter. It's the Ray Dow unicorn horn that just makes it. It's got the red spike, and it's got robe stuff. They also patched them right before release. Hey, have horse. Also proxy. I said the same thing when I saw Ray Dow gear, lol. I think I saw it and probably thought summoner. And then I saw the alpha helm. Or the alpha body type helm with the 2 horns, and I was like, oh, demon horns, and immediately forgot. In case you didn't know, Proxy, Lethal Company, the Lethal Company with Koyo on Wednesdays, Koyo is fucking addicted to Repo. And so we're going to move to alternating between Lethal Company and Repo. So this next Wednesday is going to be, it's going to be Repo with the mod that lets it go up to 20 people. So it seems like you like Repo a shit ton more than Lethal Company. But Vanilla Pass made me think Kieran Armor, but Summoner works pretty well. Yeah, I could see Kieran Armor as well. The thing is that, like, there's no way they don't add a monster that gives us... I want to say Kieran, but I think it's Chiron Armor. That game was not designed for 20 people? Well, I think they're gonna add mods that also scale it? I'm not sure. It'll be like a testing process, right? It'll be like a, hey, this is too easy when we've got 16. We've got to add some difficulty. How can you fit in the map with 20 people? Not gonna lie, Repo does look a lot more fun than Lethal. And then Repo doesn't have mods. What? Repo has mods? Or modless Repo, I mean. Hold on. Are you saying Repo looks more fun than Lethal, even if it's not modded? I'm good. Thank you for the invite, though. I am probably going to get it. And that'll open me to play with a lot of people with Repo. And me being pretty anti-mod, I really want to play Repo before everyone refuses to play without a Skyrim-level mod pack.
Or Minecraft.
Yeah. I never get into anything as it is these days. I like the mods we run for Lethal Company because we run a lot of cosmetic mods. We run some quality of life. There's some things that they try that I'm like, hey, this makes it too easy. Like, get rid of this shit. Like last week we did a Revive Bodies and I'm like, this thing sucks. But typically it's like cosmetics, a few new monsters, a few custom maps. if there's anything that's pretty game-breaking, we do have more stuff to spend scrap, or to spend money on, so, like, sprint speed increase, more stamina, jump height. But that's like, you've done 5 to 7 rounds already. We're definitely trying to avoid the playthroughs where it's like, people have fucking nutcracker shotguns with unlimited ammo and can hold 20 scrap. We're trying to avoid just, like, having a god mode run. But it does probably make it a little bit easier the way we play it, with some of the mods. Games for 4 people, but all my friends need big lobby, which makes it where there's not really any reason for new players to do anything. Yeah, we do run big lobbies, and quite frankly, it's carried by like 3 to 4 people, and everyone else can just run around being idiots. How much does repo cost? I think $10.
Yeah.
Goes back to that survival crafting combo we had. What's the point of me playing? Yeah. $9.99. For just the game, yeah, modless would probably be the ideal way to play if you're wanting the game experience. For me personally, I don't even like these games. I just like that everybody's having fun with them and want to be part of the fun. I play for the friends, and I'm like, I'll get a little into it. But, like, you could have said, hey, let's take the exact same group and just sit in front of a mirror in VR chat, and I'd be like, I'm fucking there. Hell yeah. In fact, I might even prefer that. I think that's fair. I personally am very, like, modded or unmodded, so long as the group is there. Mirror's heart. Stacey, I wonder if my laptop can run it. Techno. What are the specs on your laptop again? Don't you have like a 4050 or something? It's repo. You could take your graphics card out and it would run repo. You could literally probably run it. What was your specs again? Wait, no, who was it? Who was it that I'm thinking of? I was thinking it was you, Techno. Somebody was like, "Can I run VR chat with this?" And everybody's like, "Brother, you have a rig better than mine." You're thinking of Vapor? Okay. I'm still reeling from that. Repo is not an intense game, Techno. Especially if you ran it modless. I can't imagine a PC having trouble with it.
Per Steam page, GPU recommendation is a GTX 1070, which is a nearly 10-year-old card at this point.
Yeah.
i7 8700. You should be fine.
Hi. This is cute.
It recommends 8 gigs of memory, so yeah, that thing can run on a laptop. Mid-range.
Hunt him now! No! I have to get along with Eris, because we're going to be going through a JRPG, and it would be nice to get along. I'm already going to be dealing with Cairo ants. I need to be me and Eris against Cairo, not Eris and Cairo against me. I will redeem all my points. Kick him into the skybox.
Was I not talking at all? What the hell?
You were not talking at all. You were... We can now hear you.
NVIDIA broadcast is so terrible. By AMD. Also, the voices in there, is that ants? Are you talking shit, bro?
Maybe.
You talking shit? Don't make me go over there.
I will redeem all my points. Oh, I gotta see a new bean on screen. That's Eris. This little shit.
Yes, I'm adorable. Look at me. Worship me.
Hell yeah. So, the bow goes into the antenna.
That's a logistical mistake.
What if...
We don't question.
What if... Oh, I also just saw the wings in the hair. What if the bow came forward just a little bit, and then each antenna also got its own bow? Would that be too many bows?
I'd do it. But this model's not meant to be higher.
Bow goes pinted. Hello, Eris. I am Techno. Can I run VR chat? My specs are potato battery attached to an etched sketch. Yeah, probably.
If you turn down your resolution enough, anyone can run this.
Yep.
1 by 1 pixel. Yeah.
It just makes me think of fucking Monster Hunter Wilds, where it's like, anybody can run it, just turn it down to Lego graphics.
Or we
That's
go
what
to
I
a
did.
Doom map.
Yeah, there's definitely some maps that are gonna
What the hell?
What?
I see what you're typing in there, Ants. What the fuck?
Although, speaking of, has anyone ported Crisis into VR? Maybe? It's kind of hard to tell. The only thing I see is an aircraft carrier.
Now. I guess it's the update.
I haven't gotten the beta version yet. And I don't know when it goes live. But when it does, I'm gonna have to learn to manage my face better. Because I'll be able to have a camera behind me when I'm walking and a camera just on my face. It's looking right at me. I remember the days where I could only have Yulind's model visible, or else I would be at 4 frames per second. Oh my goodness, Techno. Techno, we've talked about this. Practice the pipeline. Upgrade your rig.
I haven't optimized this model yet either. Well, I've lowered the resolution of the textures, so now my now the VRAM is greatly reduced. Reduced it by about what, 80%? Used to be like 200 something, and now it's 50.
When it comes to optimizing avatars, I don't even know the first step.
80. First step is all these booth models using 4K textures. Let's tune that down a little bit. It's like that is probably one of the easiest things to do. One of the ones that's crushing the most people and often the most neglected.
We're already at 0.93 miles? I feel like I started 2 minutes ago.
9.3, you said?
0.93.
Okay, just had to make sure.
Just shy of 1 mile. 9.3 miles today, he said? Hell no. Hell no. We're gonna go... Well, we'll go at least 5. But when we start getting close to 12, we're going to end so that we can do spirit tracks. Turn up the incline! That goes up with money. I gotta be a sellout a little, Ants. Money turns the incline. I will say that my laptop is currently very hot. 99 miles, I don't think so. Hang on, maybe over like 20 days. I told this story recently, Techno. But for my laptop in college, that thing overheated so fast. And what I had to do was have a desk fan in my lap. So I would sit on my bed, my back against the wall. The desk fan would be between my legs, like between my thighs. And that would be like the tabletop surface for the laptop. 500 bits, beat up Eris.
What the fuck?
Get away from me.
I'm sorry, Proxy. We're not that kind of stream. But that does turn the incline up. You think I can beat up Eris? They would destroy me. This is just their cute little, like, deceptive form.
What does that mean?
Yeah, there's the money. Where's the
Be
ankle?
upside down and what? Take my lunch money? Fucking.
Look, if you haven't seen Eris's other model, they tower over me. I'd throw hands, I'd like throw a punch, and Eris wouldn't even move. And like, I don't know. They would then just fucking Sparta kick me and I go flying across the room. I am not picking a fight with Eris. I know how that ends. Thank you, Proxy. I'm gonna get off VR chat for a bit and let my laptop cool down. Okay. I didn't say beat off, I said beat up. Hold him upside down. You think I haven't known Eris since 2018? Oh, I know you've known Eris for a while. I don't know if you've seen their most recent models. The one I usually see them in is like... Well, this model isn't 5'7", but like if this was my height, Eris's height would be like 8 feet or something. Simply masturbate midstream. Hello? Huh?
I didn't know you had Kairos chatters in here, bro. That's wild.
Well, see, here's the thing. Cairo gets those chatters from me. Doki, huh? Taller models are his standards?
I'm sure there's been a number of streamers that have done that. They just put on the BRB screen. Give me 10 minutes, guys.
There's a really famous one that's done it.
There's a few famous ones. I think of the one with, I don't remember his name, but he was playing League of Legends, and he brought up Tristana porn. That's the one I always think of. DSP, my beloved.
I made a DSP model like 3 years ago.
Oh, no.
I feel like it's cursed. A few months later, I lost all my money.
I actually don't know much of DSP, but I watched the compilations of him playing Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Holy shit. That was me learning about DSP. And just how bad that guy is.
The moment I awoken and saw like the Matrix around me was when I realized they make modern video games to be playable by DSP. That's why so many games are so easy.
Yeah. Hi,
Like,
Kumi. No gooning actual cursed artifact. Dude, God, what was it? The fucking... The fusing the orbs together, or not fusing them together, and, like, picking them up one by one. Meanwhile, there's the parallel of that with the Hololive girl, Amelia. And she just fuses them all together and does it in 10 seconds. Like, this is so easy. Chat, was this the right way to do this?
No, she made like a little bulldozer and just pushed them all.
I know.
It's like, I don't...
I remember the bomb clip with him like just not understanding bombs and like throwing it into the wall and keeps killing himself, and it's like, dude, what is wrong with you? I almost want to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, make Kyra have a story. Have you never played them, Ants? Oh, I feel like this is deja vu from like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I was like, have you never played them? Those games are my guilty pleasure. Somebody watching those, I don't like weapon durability in games. That is a big hit against it, and it's really fucking annoying. I wish that, like, they at least added a late game thing that's like, oh, you want to make this weapon, like, have infinite durability and keep it? Spend a lot of in-game mats to, like, make this thing last longer. Make it an end-game mechanic of, you don't have to deal with durability anymore. Dead Rising is the one exception. I hated weapon durability at first. I still don't particularly like it. But I got to a point where it didn't bother me. Where it's just like, I grab a weapon, I slap things with it. Oh, it's glowing red. I throw it, and that pretty much kills anything I throw it at. Next weapon. You've got, like, if you collect... Not even if you collect Korok seeds, but if you just grab them as you go, you'll have, like, 10 to 15 weapon slots, so you shouldn't be running out. I'm sure it wouldn't bother me that much. Yeah, I literally slapped a tentacle on everything, and it lasted just long enough. But I don't say my real reason unless I'm in the mood to fight 20 people at once. I don't like Zelda. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms are near perfect games. But I don't think it's just, oh, I liked it so much you're going to like it. I actually fucking hate it. When people are like, I really liked this game, you should play it. But that's not my genre. I don't really like these games. But I really liked it. It's a perfect game. Okay, but I'm not gonna like it. You're not gonna know yourself more than me. People suggesting a game to me... Yeah.
Yulind, come play this competitive FPS with me.
Oh, God.
I hear that so often.
People suggesting a game to me, especially if they're like, I think you'll really like this game. I hit them with the, okay, what do you think I'll like about it? What do you think I specifically will enjoy with this game? And they're just like, well, it's got this. I've never liked that in games. It's got this mechanic. I've never liked that in games. And it's like, it drives me up a wall when people suggest a game just because they liked it. I'll throw a capture card on my throne and make it some kind of reward to play Breath of the Wild to the King. Wait, I only do that joke because people unironically do that? Oh god, yes. All the time. I played Lethal with 100+ mods with you. You owe me CS. Hey, hang on, Proxy. I didn't even know you were joining us that day until the day of. You can say Cairo's name. Oh, goodness. Would you... Okay. If you were to play it, would you play it on the Switch? Because, I mean, quite frankly, it's better emulated. Okay, I leave for PT. I hope it goes well, Proxy. That's me.
Would you play the RPG Maker Slappa that I've had in my downloads folder for 7 years?
What's
it?
The
was
name
really
of it?
funny. Undertale 2.
Undertale 2?
Yeah, Overtale.
Oh,
yeah.
Overtale. I was like, there's an Undertale 2? Is that just a silly name of Deltarune?
Yes, Undertale 2 Overtale. It's the sequel.
Probably not. Maybe for a price.
Starring John Skellyman, and I'm not making that up.
That's illegal. Nintendo would kill me. Yeah, I would not play it on the Switch. I just need a reason to actually play it. It's one of those games, it's like Monster Hunter, where I love it and I get so passionate about it that I'm like, let me argue with you for 3 hours why it's perfect and great and you'll love it. And I have to, like, catch myself with these games and be like, there's no such thing as a game that every single person will like. There's gonna be people that don't like Breath of the Wild for completely valid reasons. Calm down, you. It was Shockrail. Shockrail was like, I'm not gonna get Monster Hunter Wild. And I was like, what? Why not? I'm gonna argue with you why you should like it. And she was like, somebody's been really annoying in my life and it makes me not want to play it. And I was just like, fuck. How do you argue this? Oh god, I'm the problem. And then she got it anyway and had a ton of fun. Yulind, play Ring Racers now. I don't need Monster Hunter to be liked. I just need people to play it right. It is really funny.
I'll never play Warframe.
You'll never play it, or wait? Why am I?
No, I said that's why I'll never play Warframe. Annoying person. The only thing I think of when I think of.
Yeah. Is there a game that I have that's like, I probably would have liked this game, but because of somebody's association? Well, Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Mass Effect and Dragon Age were given to me by an ex the week we broke up, so I never played them. can name about 10. Oh no. It was very funny watching Cairo play Sleep Greatsword yesterday and then not do true charge hits, and it was like, what? No. Why didn't you do the true charge? Oh, okay. He does the true charge and he hits with the first hit of it. I'm like, I still think you're cool, Cairo, even though you fucked up. He's like, what? No, I hit it. And it's like, did you not see the numbers? No, I hit with the third one. Yeah, we hit with the first hit. Does that matter? And I'm like losing my shit like, buddy, the wake up hit does double damage. You don't want to wake up with the 100, you want to wake up with the 800. Cairo capturing my Gormagala and giggling that the rewards are the same. So he might have gotten that from me, Ants. Because like, initially, I was seeing people say both. I was seeing people say the rewards are the same between capture and kill. And I was like, I don't know if the amount is the same, but I'm pretty sure the like specific rewards are different. But it was a lot of like, it was like 5 minutes of the rewards are the same, the rewards are different between two different things. So he might have gotten confused there. It made me fully crash out. I had to stop myself. Hi, non-dairy. Yeah, that one was... I could see it unfolding where I'm like, Cairo might be getting this information from a conversation we had a week ago. But I was referring to the amount of rewards and not the specific rewards. Oh. Finally home from work. Hi, Trogdor. Good job today. Actually, I have no idea what you do, Trogdor. Not that you need to share. Don't feel pressured. It's so funny that Micaiah called it right before release. I missed the stretching. What's the point? I was just gonna be at Cairo's neck the entire time we played. He's such an interesting gamer. He's literally the type of person that is having fun and is very unaware of the perspective of others, not from a malicious standpoint, usually. But he's very like, he's the type that would play a DPS in an MMO and be like, oh, if I pull the mobs for the tank, they get here faster, and I'm helping. Completely unaware of what it's like for that tank who's like, I don't have my threat abilities off cooldown. What the fuck is this guy doing? Like, I don't see any maliciousness with it. He's just having fun playing a game. Love Cairo, he's just having
like what the whole crux of this is? The crux of his ignorance and his obliviousness, right? He doesn't fucking listen. He doesn't fucking listen. He'll say something to him 7 times, like, what?
There was one really bad yesterday where it was like, I think it was like Nano playing Dual Blades. And we were like, oh, you know who knows Dual Blades is Cairo. Oh, Cairo, what do I do about this? Cairo, are you there? Huh? What? Huh? Cairo, Nano's learning Dual Blades. Oh, I play Dual Blades. You sure do, Cairo. You sure do. I love him so much, but God, we love our NPC. He is... A while ago, he told me he's Akko from Little Witch Academia. And like every now and then there's a Twitter account I follow that just likes posting pictures of Akko and Diane, and that pops up and I see Akko with the dirt face. I'm like, that's my Cairo. I just see it now. And he was going to keep hamming it up to push me. I hate MMOs. I love MMOs. They're an expensive game and they often fail. Welcome back. But I don't know. Achoo. Many of my greatest memories playing games is, you know, from World of Warcraft growing up. And maybe that's just because, you know, growing up was a part of it, right? Eyes full of wonderment and awe. I'd see absolute slop in a game and be impressed. But, like, I don't know, I just grew up on WoW, and to a lesser extent, things like Guild Wars 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, WildStar. And I'm in that camp that I check the MMORPG subreddit, and all they do is complain year after year about no good MMOs to play. And I'm just like, oh, we'll get a good one soon. We'll get a good one someday. Not so much FOMO, but man, there's some good memories to be had in MMOs that die within a year or two. Yeah.
I'd play an MMO if they weren't such a grind.
Yeah. I like the grind. One of the worst systems in video games is fucking dailies, and that shit is my jam.
And so many of my gamer friends and non-gamer friends saying, "Oh, I gotta do my Genshin dailies, or Star Rail, or ZZZ, or Sky."
Give me the same exact task I did every day for the last month. I'm fucking there.
I hate it.
Part of the reason why I like PSO2 so much is I can keep up with my friends and I didn't have to do much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll go back to it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when I played, I had fun.
I thought we were having a comeback with what was the content in chapter 5? It was like the random boxes. It was the grid of 25 boxes that was random rooms that you had to clear through. Ione! That shit was really fun. The endgame in that was fun. And I was like, holy shit, PSO2 doesn't suck anymore. It took us 3 years. And then, like, immediately the next patch that became outdated and they didn't have something to replace it. And it was just like, okay, we're right back to not having a good endgame.
For what, New Genesis?
Yeah.
I've been out of it. I haven't played in like 2 years. I think chapter 4 is the last time I...
So, I played a shit ton of PSO back in middle school. Like the GameCube version of episode 1 and 2. And to a little bit episode 3, the card game. And so, it was like E3 2012 or something. They announced PSO2. And I like... After 1 second of hearing the music, I was fucking screaming in a call with my friends and losing my shit. But then, apparently what happened was some company saw PSO as a rival, and they basically contacted saying, it was like, if our game comes out at the same time as yours, both of them will fail. We'll pay you $6 million to not come out with your game in the West, and we'll have the market here, and you just stay in Japan. That's like the speculation. I'd have to look at only 6, but I don't know how much they were expecting from it. I think they were also just expecting to do way better in Japan. I'd have to find that stuff again, but that's what I've read. So they just never localized. They never came out in the West until Microsoft bought it in 2020. So it finally comes out, and I convince everybody to play it. I got Talena into it. I got Core into it. I got Proxy to try it, but Proxy was not having it. Although Proxy might have been playing it anyway, because a bunch of his friends were playing it.
I could have sworn Proxy was playing it. Am I misremembering? He
played it for like a month. And then he was just like, I'm not having this. I struggled with PSO2 so much. I hate perfect attacks. I grew up on WoW. So the harder and faster I press my buttons, the more damage I do. And having to like time my buttons is just so difficult for me. They also gave you like 7 years of content, which just overwhelmed me a bunch. I hated making a level 1 character logging in and having 20 quests, and I just, like, stood there. That shit just overwhelms me. Give me the fucking Valley of Trials of, hey, peon, go get 8 boar asses. That's what I need, because I'm fucking stupid. So PSO2 was...
you, go get some wheat, make some bread.
Yep. PSO2 was very overwhelming for me, and I never got it to click. New Genesis being a hard reset, I got into very hard. But everybody that got into PSO2 before New Genesis was like, I hate the new stuff. They took all the good stuff from PSO2 and got rid of it. And I'm like, shit. So I was into New Genesis. I have like 1,000 hours in it. And nobody got into New Genesis with me. Core kind of did. Hi, Nick. But I played New Genesis a shit ton. And eventually it became just doing dailies. I would wake up in the morning. I would go out there and clear out the dailies. I would go and collect the alpha reactors, because that's, you know, would get you like 100,000 Meseta a day. And then a scratch would come out, and I'd have like 10 million to work with from all the dailies and gold making I'd been doing. I could pretty much get whatever I wanted. And like that was the game to me. I'd kind of fallen behind in gear, but I was just worrying about Meseta and getting the outfits I wanted. And I got to...
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
You like, you're missing half the experience. You didn't stand around in the lobby for hours?
I did, but I wasn't doing that towards the end. But did you any Gigantics farming?
Oh yeah, I did that.
So I did a shit ton of that. I probably have 600 hours of Gigantics farming. A lot of that was being work from home, where I would just have PSO on my computer across the room, and I myself would be working on a work laptop on the other side. And then I'd see the storm start, and I'd be like, oh, okay, going on like a 5-minute break. And I'd go kill the Gigantics. But like then, I would get off work, and then I would just keep Gigantics farming for an hour or two, and talking to people.
Get your purples. Get your purples.
Get my purples. Watch people die to the fucking little lasers from the one, I'm forgetting what it is, the big golem guy with the axe.
I accidentally log into lobby 69 and people ERP in the main hub.
Literally just right in the middle of Central Alio, just using emotes right there.
I saw people were ERPing in general chat, like 100 feet away from some dude having like this like dramatic like vampire RP. Like, and it's like I was standing in the middle of it, having both of them like come up. I swear I have a screenshot of it somewhere. I swear.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Oku.
But like,
did you ever see the clip of Dyrus playing PSO2?
I have not.
So there's a clip of Dyrus, and he's like, yeah, I have symbol arts on. I like to see the art people have. It's gonna be fine. We're not gonna see anything. And then somebody posts like a symbol art of a Fuda with just a dick that goes across the entire bottom border of the symbol art, and he just and starts screaming, and you just hear him punching his keyboard trying to get it. How do I get it to go away? How do I get it to? And he just Alt F4s to close it, and it's literally a fucking Hank Hill ass reaction.
All right, look, because Xbox got it first. Everyone was forced to play on Xbox first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until everyone knew better, and they switched off like Steam and like PlayStation.
Yeah.
But like, if you posted a funny symbol art, that can get your whole Xbox account banned.
Yeah.
Like completely banned.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were playing fast and loose with those fucking symbol arts. It's fucking hilarious.
It was just wild, and like they didn't seem to moderate it a bit, and then they like turned on heavy moderation for one patch, and retroactively banned a lot of people, and people were upset. God, I fucking love
I don't know,
Cineworks though.
I seen a couple people get like hit like early on. Maybe they just
Oh.
were unlucky.
Well, so I saw them be really lax with it like a few months into it. Like I saw just nobody was getting banned when like Retem was out. And that right there is what I've been despising about online games recently. I'm sure you do like the grind. FF was fun till I realized people just straight up live in the game. That just made me sad. Let me sink hours into a game I won't be able to access in a few months. I don't care if things die.
Imagine living in a game.
Mm-hmm. I don't need them to last forever. I enjoy what is in front of me. Were you always this tall?
I'm gonna hop out.
Okay.
No, I just crawled my way up. But
Oh,
I'm
you're floating.
being in VR is I need to get out now before I fall asleep. I'm associated with comfy time.
Wait, I'm grabbing one of
I
these.
can't do that now right now.
They're so wiggly! I think I got it. Mwah. Bye-bye.
I'll take that. Bye.
But it does suck to have things be inaccessible until you get a private server in 20 years. That makes the game better. City of Heroes, my beloved. I got super into it with Oku. That's kind of the downside of lobby instance MMOs. Yeah. Anyone hates choosing his own adventure. Me, when I get my slave katana, it lasts me a week into NGS. Honestly, NGS not having Blackniak is why it will always be inferior. And Blarts on stream is crazy.
I don't understand why they didn't have the casino at launch.
I also don't. Is it beach day yet? Probably tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Depends on how much taxes you guys pay today. You've never lived until you ERP in general chat. Not having the casino, one of my big gripes about NGS is just how not dead, but like boring the world setting is. Foss and I have talked about this for fucking hours. In PSO2, you're on one of the ships. It feels like you're in like a literal space colony. You can see out and see like just buildings span up to the ceiling with just windows and windows, and those are people. Lore-wise, there are beings in there. Whereas like NGS, you've got Aleo Town, which is like 10 buildings, and they're the most like impractical, non-functional buildings ever. It doesn't feel like a town. It literally feels like an outpost that you get quests from. But the idea of it being a city it just doesn't work. And every city is like that in NGS. Apparently, there's been a lot of lore stuff that's like, oh, actually, you were in a... Do I need to spoiler this? If you actually care about NGS spoilers, 1, get help. 2, mute for 20 seconds. Apparently all of Aleo is contained in a bubble on a ship, and it's literally like a giant colony-sized testing lab that they recently revealed the outside of. Which we kind of knew, because, like, you'd see some of the cracks in the terrain. But it just, while it was pretty, it felt so boring. It felt so like, this doesn't work as a world.
Thought it was like a backwater planet that was like a robot or something.
It was... I saw a screenshot recently. It's literally like a giant colony-sized spaceship with a massive glass bubble dome. And inside the dome is Aleo. But Sunday finished Zelda Day, sir? No. Today is finished Zelda Day. Did I say Sunday? I was thinking of trying to do it today, Trogdor. I'm intentionally committing tax evasion to reset beach days to Friday. Then I paid my taxes for a year. Beach day tomorrow. NGS, welcome to Neo Hawaii. NGS felt like I was just in some generic sci-fi slop outpost. I didn't care to hang around. Exactly. The fucking Pioneer, I forget which number it was. But the city in PSO2, the spaceship. Hi, Yuki. That felt like a fucking... It felt like a gathering hub of hunters in the city. It felt like this is the part of the space colony where the fighters go. The soldiers hang out. And New Aleo, Retem, That shit just is lame.
It's a bunch of shacks.
And why are you walking? Because we walk every day. We walked the day we did Spirit Tracks. We're just gonna go from this to Spirit Tracks. Wouldn't give me time to mute. I wasn't going to. I'm still mad, and it's your fault. Okay. Moon just wants to pay her taxes, and she gets greeted? What is this, a nice and amazing streamer? Oh wait, that's what you are. Anyway, hi. Thank you, Yuki. I will forever have PSO just as a very warm spot in my heart. Like, I hear PSO sounds, and that's the closest I get to ASMR. I hear, like, the teleport sounds, or, like, some of the beast sounds. A lot of the stuff from the Dreamcast version, and that's just, like, instant happy place. I like hearing those sounds. But, man, the game is just trash right now. Or someone screaming one more. Wouldn't go that far.
One thing I don't like about like New Genesis is how like there's no variations with like the classes.
Yeah.
They're all like streamlined, so there's only one way to play them. Like,
yeah.
You wanna put some points into this? Yeah, have fun like wasting points, because like you only have 26 and like you have to skip 4, and those 4 suck, and everyone agrees they suck, the game agrees they suck.
Hey Kodiak, what is the point of having a talent tree where it's just, you're playing this weapon, you should be picking these points, and if you're not, what are you doing? And it's not even like they're hard to pick out. It's like, these are the katana skills, pick the katana skills. These are the bow skills, pick the bow skills. And it's just...
It's crazy, because like it just gets like, what's the point of having it if like if it's solved, like what's the point? It's not a build, you're just playing a class, like you're playing like a character then. like I remember I loved when like in base TSO2 I was using like a weapon with a class that no one used, so me finding guides or like any builds for it were like impossible. And I was playing Phantom with rifle, because like you get like the remote weapons, and it would shoot like little, like you'd throw out like little prisms, and like they would shoot, and the prisms would shoot, and it's like, but no one played Phantom rifle, so finding that shit out was fun. Yeah, finding a thing that worked was fun.
I didn't do that much with PSO. I did a lot of like build finding with Diablo 3. I remember I found a calculator for Diablo 3, and I spent fucking hours, and I spent days on this calculator. And I found a Witch Doctor build that was for Dead Man's Finger, turn your Gargantuan into 3, and run Arakirs. And like, nobody was doing this, and I started doing it, and it was working really well. And my friends were like, why do you spend so much time in the calculator? Play the fucking game. Like, there's people smarter than you and better than you that have solved this already. And I'm like, man, I'm having fun, fuck you. A month later, all the guides people are making about, and every witch doctor on the ladder is playing the build I found. And like, I didn't publicize it. It wasn't like I found this build and wrote a guide about it. I was like, here's what I'm playing, guys. But those people found the same build as me, and then we're pushing like greater risks with that to a crazy level. And I'm sitting there, oh god, I've never felt so validated in my life of that friend that told me to stop wasting my time. Well, apparently I wasn't. And I was doing the right build before anybody knew it was the right build.
It feels amazing you figure something out, right?
Oh, dude, it's so good.
That feeling you have when like you feel like you're almost there, and then you get it to work.
Yep. It's even sweeter when somebody tells you you can't do that, and then you do it in front of them. Proving like somebody wrong with that? Oh, God.
Why I love this guy so much. They give you like a bunch of like tools that sound broken on paper. And they are kind of broken. Like once the light bulbs go off, right? You figure out how to get like, it's like, oh yeah, this character splits into 5 characters. And then you realize, wait a minute, that's 5 characters.
Yulind, do you think I can become the best WoW player in the world? No. No, I don't. If you're gonna try it this, I'm gonna cheer you on. But no, I don't. That's a competitive goal. Could you become
like...
You could pick a game that people don't know about, and you could become the best player at that. That's a lot more attainable. Yulind, do you think I can become the best Yulind in the world? Yes, I do. Remember when I said I didn't need sleep and said fuck you? Well, turns out I do need sleep. It's still fuck you, but now with a wink emote. Good night, smile. Yulind, do you think I can be as popular a WoW player as Leroy Jenkins? Ooh, maybe? I'm cheering you on, Dingo. Leroy's pretty popular. Man, this isn't Star Wars. God, I love this zone music. This zone was so fun. This was like... The first 3 zones were like, hey, we're on vacation, we're going around. But, you know, there's a task to do. There's a job to get done. Then we go here and it's like, alright, now we really don't have shit to worry about. I actually love this zone. I made a cowboy glamour.
Is this from a game?
This is Final Fantasy... Or is the train we're on or the video?
Oh. I wasn't looking at the stream. What's that?
What's on stream is Final Fantasy 14. In VR chat, we're on the Spirit Track stream. I had the cowboy glamour from Eureka. I did the same thing, Ants. I got here and I was like, it's fitting. You just have to, right? If you have the glamour made, how could you not switch to it here?
Urethra. Fucking
Eureka.
Ants loves that emote.
Eureka. Hang on. Good lord. Gonna start going to Final Fantasy streamers like, hey, have you done the urethra content? The fucking what? Me when I have an idea. Eureka! Oh my god. Urethra! I hated Eureka, because you guys have me thinking about it now. I actually hated that area. But I wanted the T-Rex mount so bad. Hi, Anus Invadus. That is a fucking crazy name. Dyslexic scientist.
I would not say that name, bro. That's wild.
Hi, Anus Invadus. I mean, it's not really like a... It's not like I swallow cum, right? If I read that, I'd be like, hang on, buddy. And then I'd probably read it out because I think
you said it though. You said it. You got tricked. You got tricked.
I didn't get tricked because I was just explaining it. Hi, unknown. Wow, what? I don't know. I think I'm also just... I think I'm also a bit of a class clown that sees the trap and will willingly step in it for the laughs. Finally, the uterus meta is real.
The what?
The uterus meta is real. Goated Twitch name, to be honest. Yulind, who is the one next to you? That's Eris. Hi, Nick. Account made today? Oh, boy. How the fuck is that name not banned? That's how, Yuki. Exactly what Sen said. Wow, what? It's me, sex instructor from NATO. Hi, sex instructor. I remember you. How are you, Techno? I'm okay. I love hopping on my mobile alts. This expansion, I want this expansion to happen. I was very much of the opinion that Shadowbringer or Endwalker had such a good end to the, the major story. Make the next MMO. But business-wise, I know that's stupid, so why wouldn't they do 10 more years of content like they're planning?
Have I eaten cereal yet?
I
go buy milk.
I thought you were asking me. I was like, yeah, I fucking ate cereal. What the heck?
That's all I asked if I ate cereal.
I just see this as Final Fantasy 14 too. I think what I wanted, Ants, was I wanted Final Fantasy 17, where they fix a lot of the shit. I want a UI that makes sense. I want data centers and servers and sharding that allow me to whisper my fucking friends when they're in a dungeon. I want them to clean up a lot of the bullshit in 14 right now that is just, how is this in a fucking game in 2025? That's what I wanted, but for what they did, despite me not wanting this expansion, I do think they did a good job with it. I very much enjoyed the story. I love Wook Lamont. A lot of people hate her. I thought she was really fun. There's a few moments where I'm like, alright, she's being cheesy as fuck, but... Hi, Joe. I want a game not held together by duct tape and safety pins. Thank you! Controversial take there, Yulind. I like Wook Lamont. I like Galul Jaja. I hate his turnaround. I hate how quickly he's like... I feel like he should have struggled to be nice for a bit. But he's such an asshole. And then you're like, oh, actually we care about that thing that you care about also. And then he just starts busting things out like, friends look after each other. It's like, you haven't been the type of person who would ever act like that. You shouldn't be good at, like, being a nice guy. No, they've upgraded the stables. 1.0 does not exist. It's FF 11.2. The avatar is so very cute. This avatar of theirs is cute. Their usual avatars, I mean, you could call them cute. Usually you'd say, like, goddamn, holy. Controversial take there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Asking for too much there, buddy. Now they've upgraded staples even. You want the Skyrim, right? Then you gotta have 3/4 of the game until there's mod support. Hi, Violet. I'm in a particularly annoying section in Minecraft Violet. I worked on it for like 30 minutes after playing Monster Hunter last night. But it's the section after the town where the path just goes straight for a long time. And the road is like elevated a bit, so I have to lower it. And it means just destroying thousands of blocks and re-roading, and I'm just like, oh, this is annoying.
Minecraft?
Yes.
Oh.
I have not been playing like a standard Minecraft server. I've just been in creative making walking videos. And I'd like to say I'm getting better at it. At the same time, it still feels like a really fucking lengthy process. Making videos in Minecraft maybe was ambitious, because it takes so long to just set up one video. Whereas, like, recording in Final Fantasy, I literally just switch to botanist, zoom the camera in, and walk across the zone.
Why not, like, go into, like, public servers and, like, record them without them knowing? And just walk around their builds?
Because I wanted to, like, section out the biomes. So I want a walking video that's, like, walking through the swamp. And then walking through the windswept hills. So far we've done swamp, forest, windswept hills. Next is snowy plains. After that will be taiga forest. I'm planning like 56 of these fucking things. I need to get fast at making them. I need to get efficient at my process of making the world and then recording it.
You need to get that world edit going. Get that, like, that sculpty edit.
So here's the thing. I do have world edit. I have Axiom. The mod that's really been saving me time is called Curved Building. Because I can make a path that's like 20 blocks long. And then I can make a spline road. Where I basically set position 1. Fly 500 feet forward. Set position 2. And, like, it doesn't have to be a straight line. I can make it, like, curve in and out in between, like, trees and mountains and hills. And it will take that thing that I built originally, you know, the 20 block long bridge or whatever, and it'll curve it along this spline. And that shit is such a fucking time saver. Maybe do a recording of another game at the same time, like you did with FF. That is an option. I still have a lot of WoW videos to make, but... Where's the others? They come in and out. Gonna make some lunch and see if I can fit the gigantic dragon in the frame for the rest of the walkies? Hell yeah. I'll tell you what it is, Violet. I like changing the settings in OBS to record once, and I hate changing them back and forth. What I really should do is just make multiple recording profiles. But I have my streaming profile, I have recording, I have a transition, which is the juice artwork, and then I have a 50 profile. I really could just make a, recording in WoW profile and a recording in Minecraft profile, but... How you doing, Yulind? I'm doing good. We're already at 2.9 miles, which is like, holy shit, we're flying. The others, they come in and out. Okay. Alright, Violet. Looking forward to the super flat walking video. April 1st is coming up. Oh shit, April 1st is coming up. Isn't it?
Can't wait for Yulind to walk through Rat Boy Genius's Kanish's factory.
Well, so... For April Fools, what should I do for that? I've got a few ideas. Right? Everybody's always like, put 90-degree incline on! I could just turn the camera fucking sideways and do that for a day. Initially, what I wanted to do was, like, have a chair over the treadmill and just be eating something the whole stream. And so, like, it'd be like one of those... Have you ever seen people that are like, I'm working out, and then they literally have, like, a lawn chair over their treadmill, and they're just eating while watching TV, and their legs are just dangling on the treadmill, and they're clearly not burning any calories? I kind of wanted to set that up.
Have you ever seen that it's like one of the season 1 episodes of Family Guy where Peter's making like a movie, and they have like, there's a part where Joe's in the movie, but they put like a gif of like legs walking in front of Joe's wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What if we did something like that? Just had like a gif of like legs just walking.
It's actually just like a sleeping stream of me, and I'm very clearly fucking snoring. But there's like a gif. It's not even like a cut well gif. It's like a white border behind it of just legs moving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
exactly
actually really
how
good.
it looked in the episode of Family Guy.
It's awesome. You should actually walk live in a video game. You know, we could like, we could play World of Warcraft and just walk from one end of the continent to the other. Or walking towards the camera. Oh, God. Better? It's Easter on April 1st, if I remember right. Can't imagine the number of Jesus jokes. April 1st means we can all have scuff on stream and people think that it's intentional. You know, I just realized something. How the hell do you never take a bathroom break? I usually go to the bathroom right before I stream. And then I can just hold it. Today we'll probably go for 3 hours. We'll do a transition screen as I switch to Spirit Tracks. I'll probably go to the bathroom and get a quick bite to eat then. And then after Spirit Tracks, I'll be able to go like 6 to 8 hours back on the bathroom. I don't know. I'm not the type that like just chugs water all the time. And, I probably just don't drink enough water, right? And so, I know people that chug water and have to go to the bathroom on the hour. I learned about this in World of Warcraft. Because this guy needed a break literally every hour. And I was like, bro, how do you need to go to the bathroom? Like, go to the bathroom before raids so that we don't have to start every hour. I was like, dude, I do. But I need to go every hour. And I was like, oh shit, people drink that much water? Jesus. It's probably... not, I don't want to say it's unhealthy, right? Because to get water poisoning, One involves not going to the bathroom to the point your kidneys burst. Are there any, like, adverse health effects you can get from just drinking too much water? Like, if you're regularly going to the bathroom, diluting your blood?
It depends if you live in Flint, Michigan or not.
Yeah, hi, Divvy. You can die? Well, so Kyle, the woman that died specifically was not going to the bathroom. That wasn't that she was drinking too much water. It's that she wasn't going to the bathroom. Yes, low blood pressure? You don't win a Wii. Oh god, Trogdor. The sad thing about that is that she actually had one. She was drinking one more just to see how far she could go. Water intoxication. Hyponatremia can occur when you drink too much water, diluting your blood sodium levels. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, headache, confusion, and severe cases, seizures, or coma. Okay. There was a water drinking contest. The winner drank an entire gallon in one sitting and died of diluted blood? Oh. So the famous one, Violet, was a radio contest. And I know about this one because I took a radio class in high school. But in this contest, it was who can drink the most water without going to the bathroom. And this one woman, she wanted to win a Wii, a Nintendo Wii, because that was the prize if you won. And she drank the most water. And when she won, they were like, yeah, how about one more for the road? She was like, okay. She drank one more bottle of water, and her kidney ruptured. And she died from this happening. They rushed her to the hospital, and she died. And the radio hosts were like, not our fault. They signed a waiver. But it was a huge issue of, like, radio contests need to be kept in check, and it totally changed, like, the regulations and rules for radio contests. And it's also a study, not a study, but an event that people quote a lot for you can die from drinking too much water. But specifically, she didn't die from drinking too much water. She died from drinking water and not passing it through her. The drinking contest you're talking about, I actually haven't heard of. But, that also sounds just as tragic. I always think of drinking water being bad for you, and I think of Foss. Because Foss has Crohn's disease. And specifically, it affects his drinking water for him. So when he has a flare-up, he's fucking miserable. Because the best thing for him to do would be to hydrate and drink water. But that's like the most painful thing for him to do that literally causes pain in the flare-up and fucking hurts like a bitch for him. He hasn't had a flare-up in like 2 years though, so hopefully that's not knock on wood. What are we at? 10:50? Divvy, no! Come back!
Who?
Divvy. Speaking of water though, there's a new TikTok game I saw where you take two people or more. Hi Zuvi. Braveland ready for Phasmo later. I fell off the train and crashed.
Divvy.
I am not playing Phasmo. Fuck you, Zooey. This TikTok game. You take a glass of water, you put water in your mouth. And you need at least two people. Then you take your boomer parents and have them read out Gen Z brain rot slang words. And you lose when you spit your water out. And so the video I saw, it's two sisters. And they have their mom. And she's just like, slay! And they're just fucking trying not to laugh. Skibbity toilet riz. And like, they're just fucking losing it and spraying water everywhere. Hawk Tua! And these girls are just fucking... By the end of the video, they've spit water on each other so much. The one I remember was you put water in your mouth and then you slap each other with tortillas. That was like the first time I saw a game like this. He's playing Repo next week. Let's go. Hi, robot friend. Did someone say my name? Eric said Divi's name. I came in at a bad time, sorry. Hi, Noodles. Yulind, can we play Stuffy Bunny with Carolina Reaper peppers? No! We can play it with marshmallows. We can play the Derpixian Stuffy Bunnies. We are not playing Carolina Stuffy Bunnies. Fuck you! Oh, hey, you brought me here. Ooh, I did, yeah. LOL, it's Chubby Bunny where I'm from. Yulind just wants to get stuffed. I thought it was Fluffy Bunny. Good morning. I have heard all through... Maybe I haven't heard Fluffy before. I think of Stuffy Bunny, because you're stuffing them in your mouth. Wow, stuffing Yulind. It's so sad that Derpixian is on hiatus. I think of Derpixin. Is it Derpixin or Derpixian? I thought there was a second I in there. I know they went on hiatus recently. They basically said they burned out, which, with how fast they put animations out, yeah, no fucking shit. But I hope they're doing well and relaxing. I love that, like, the Q-tips box, the marshmallows have a warning not to play Chubby Bunny as a health hazard. Oh, it's absolutely a choking hazard. And there's probably people that have died from it.
Chubby Bunny. Never heard of that.
Do you know who the animator Derpixian is?
Yeah. The porn one?
Yes. One of their animations is 4 girls playing Stuffy Bunnies. Where they put marshmallows in their mouth, and if they spit them out, then the bunny dudes just fucking rail them.
What the...
Yeah, she did so much fucking work, she deserves a break. I have never heard of this person before. You've definitely seen some of their stuff, Kyle. Probably their most identifiable stuff is the 2 mimes from Mime and Dash. If you've ever seen the 2 mimes that one of them has like black sclera, that's their Pixie. You put marshmallows in your mouth and say Chubby Bunny until you can't say it or you die. No? If you haven't seen the mimes, then I'm like, oh my god, you live under a rock. She did so many animations, you 100% saw one of her videos. The only part of Ralph Breaks the Internet, the only funny part of Ralph Breaks the Internet was in the commercial, where they made the character explode from eating too much and the child with the iPad screams. Also, change of plans, I'm being taken to brunch. Guess I'll be at the beach stream on Sunday? Hell yeah. Brunch sounds nice. Have fun. Icy Fire's gonna show up right now. Bye, back in a bit for Spirit Tracks. Okay. If Icy Fire is gonna show up right fucking now, and it's gonna be like, god damn it. But I was playing Crit Chaw Greatsword all day yesterday. Alright, I'm staying to fight, never mind. Brunch sucks, but have fun. Ants! He's German, he doesn't know what he's saying. Zuvi links me a lot of the, it's like the German TikTok guy, where Germans just take everything too literal and, like, them learning about stuff in other cultures. Did you like the food? Oh, yeah, it was really good. Oh, great, here's another helping. Oh no. Oh, European opinion, carry on. Yulind, I found a WoW video for you, by the way. Uh-oh. Just got out of a 2-hour meeting. We definitely missed you.
That guy we were talking about.
And we didn't say anything negative about you while you were gone. We definitely were like, man, we miss Cairo. Poor Cairo Hiker. Good night, Yulind. I better wake up to Zelda gameplay. Well, we're not gonna go as long as we did the first Zelda stream. Well, I guess technically the second Zelda stream. There is a chance we don't actually finish Spirit Tracks today, but we're gonna try. Where's North Prince, Pot Friend? They're here, I think. Octomage fucking has the bot, and I want to say hi to it every time, but like, no. Octomage hasn't shown up yet. Octal, are you lurking? Say hi. Oh god, I'm becoming the streamer that calls out lurkers. Oh god, I've become what I sought out to destroy. Why is Cairo so very cute? Effort, dedication, personality, perseverance. Hi Zuby, hi Nick, hi Noodles. Hi Octobot. Do the intro, Yulind? I don't even remember the intro, Oku. Fucking go find it and copy paste it. Just so I don't have to check the VOD. What did you say? We were just talking about Monster Hunter. You using sleep greatsword and not waking up with true charges. Stuff like that.
I called you oblivious.
Calling out lurkers. Kobe Rama, this is ass. Hi Zuby, hi Error. This is 100% Minecraft facts. You haven't heard in a grandma voice yet. Get shaken, you. I'm not gonna find it because the last time you actually did it, I almost threw myself down a set of stairs I don't have.
Intro? What's the intro?
So, we were talking about intros to stream. And I'm of the opinion that I can't stand it when a streamer has an intro. When somebody raids into a streamer and they go, "Hey everybody, let me introduce myself. My name is this. I play these games. I'm chaotic and funny and a bit of a class like," and they just go through the intro for like 20 seconds, right? I hate seeing those. To me, it feels very not ingenuine.
My name is Peter Parker. Let's do this again.
It feels very like forced. It feels very like, oh, I'm supposed to do this. Where I'm like, don't tell me about yourself, just fucking show me. Because like, if somebody says, you know, I'm so chaotic, I'm like, yeah, you and every fucking other person on this streaming site. Like, I just don't like hearing intros.
Peter B. Parker.
Peter B. Parker is the best streamer. Dude, I love Peter B. Parker. And so I was talking about, you know, I don't like seeing streamer intros. And Oku just wrote out like the most bubbly, forced personality, like high-pitched voice intro that was just incredibly cringe to read. And then I read it out. And then 4 of these fuckers went and clipped it.
Wait, there's a clip?
There's a
Now
clip.
I gotta look.
You're gonna find it if you open the clips, because there's fucking 4 of them. Best intro is Party Kirby. Can I have brain damage, please?
Videos.
Wow, Yulind, I'll just fuck myself. Like, I don't think you're that bad with it, Noodles. There's some people I know that it's just egregious. That it's like...
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Oh, God. Can't believe you were taking shots at Rose. Zuby, my friend, boo-boo, what the fuck, Lind? Hell, is this why I tried to get mine under 12 seconds? I usually do that when I'm in Smugger Fish's stream, and they ask for the intro. Well, so I was talking about
that
this.
was terrible.
I agree.
You
Holy shit, Micaiah. I'm so chaotic. Motherfuckers be raising a spork and XDing still. Holy. I can't get over that. Why are these 4 so very cute? Look, I need a script, otherwise I just forget. I got rated 2 seconds ago. I just copy people. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. See, that's what I don't like, Noodles. Don't do stuff unless you know the purpose of it. And you can ask the purpose of it.
Alright.
Alright.
I got the perfect script for when you're being rated. You play, fart reverb.mp3 like 7 times and look right into the camera.
Holy shit. I'm in a lucky position where it's very easy to see I'm doing something different than most people, so I can just skip the intro. If I get rated, I can just say, hey, how are you? Thank you for rating me. What were you doing? If you gotta go freshen up, go do that. Like, it's very easy to just be like, talk to them for 5 seconds, and then be like, all right, off you go. And like, anybody that comes in can see I'm walking, and they're like, whoa, hang on, what's going on with that? I don't need to explain anything. With Fish, she does 3 different kinds of content. And so recently, I talked to her, I was like, get rid of this intro. Do something and pre-record it that shows off all 3. And I cannot wait for the day that, if she does this, it's a little bit of setup to get it done, but I'm very excited for if it happens. But, Noodles, it bothers me so much when people just, like, they're streaming, they're doing anything, really, and they're just copying without understanding why they're doing it, right? So, like, you see somebody who does something. Well, okay, here's a perfect example. I was watching Whoops, like, 6 years ago, and somebody in their stream came in and started backseating, right? And Whoops hit him with the, yeah? Who asked? And then banned the person. And it was really funny, and Whoops was in a position where that was funny and entertaining to all the people that were at the stream. This was one person being rude and backseating in a chat of 500 people. He could literally make an example of a streamer like that and permanently ban them. And basically teach the rest of them, don't backseat like that. But Whoops had a lot of friends, and like, they would want to go and do that also. They wanted to copy Whoops because they saw that work and be really funny for him. So they'd be streaming, and I remember watching one of them, and they're streaming to 10 people. Not a big crowd, right? It's still an awesome crowd if you have 10 people watching, but, you know, not 500. And somebody comes in, and they're like, hey, I had a rough day at school. I'm excited to watch you play this game, though. It's one of my favorites. I hope you do this. And the person just goes, this is my moment. You hope I do this? Who asked? And bans them. And it was just like, buddy, you don't really have the size of chat where you can just permanently ban somebody like that and just not be a complete fucking asshole. Also, it's a little different than somebody just backseating you and be like, do this, you didn't do this, why didn't you do this? This person came in like, I had a rough day at school. I'm so happy getting to watch you. I can't wait to see this in the game. And it was like, it was so unjustified. But they were so eager to just do that thing that Whoops did. It was really funny when Whoops did it. So now they want to do it. And it was just like, it drives me up a wall when people copy stuff without understanding it.
That's like every like art trend I see.
Mm-hmm.
Like every art trend like meme I see is like people like it gets down to the people who don't get it, and it's so funny when you see like the seams start to rip apart.
Yeah. Let me ask then, what is the purpose?
I do not get secondhand embarrassment very often, but if I never see that intro from you ever again, it'll be too soon.
What is the purpose of caffeinated instant ramen in a tube? Hey, Mr. Streamer, what are you doing? Oh, goodness. I just saw your top clip. Oh, what is my top clip? Anyway, food. I think you should do an intro, Yulind. I don't even know what's going on here, to be honest.
Top clip is you staring at a woman's...
Oh, God, that one!
The fucking walking video.
Why is that my top clip?
No way, let me go back.
Please it for me.
Are you using the webcam tracking right now?
Me?
No,
Oh, Eris.
Eris.
I
No,
think
I'm in VR. What are you talking about?
I think they have a dying
Look,
controller.
my hands moving. Like, yeah.
To me, it's
That
like
is
being in
100%
Corpo.
hand tracking.
To me, it's like being in Corpo
with
giving
my
your
Valve
elevator pitch.
Index controllers tracking my hands. Look, look, with my finger.
I can hear you smiling, motherfucker.
Yikes! No, not like
What do you
this,
mean?
guy.
Are you smiling? This is the first time
Hi,
we met. What are you
Keo.
talking about?
Me having a good
It's
day.
not the first time we've met. We've met several times. You just don't remember.
Yeah. The first of several. It's nice to meet you, gamer. I hope you have a wonderful day.
It's
Hi.
dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. Like, really?
Me having a good day and then having to hear about Vor about one of my favorite dungeons in the Zelda series. Why is that my top clip? Says every streamer. You know, true, fair. The walk is going good.
I didn't see the anime, like the woman butt. So I feel kind of like cheated. So cheated.
Well, was it anime or was I walking on like an IRL beach?
IRL beach, I thought.
Yeah, so the very first time we did a beach day, Eris, I didn't have beach videos. So I went and found like IRL walking on the beach stuff. And this fucking guy, I should have reported his fucking channel. What he would do is he would walk down a beach for 5 minutes and then it would fade, and you know, he'd do like the same exact walk the next day. And we did that for an hour. He'd walk to the waves, turn left, and then walk like that for 5 minutes, and then it would fade to black, and it would do the same thing but the next day, maybe at like a different time. You'd see different people, yada yada. An hour into the video, he just stops doing that, and he's walking on a nudist beach. And so we're like an hour into beach day. I'm walking along, and I'm just like, is that woman fucking naked? And I start looking closer. And like, everybody on this beach is just naked. And it's like, what the fuck? There is no mention of nudity. No mention of like nudist beach. It's not in the title, the description. And he hid it at first.
They can't put it there. They'll get in trouble.
Right, but like, it pissed me off so much, because like, I checked this video. I watched like a minute of it before the stream to be like, yeah, this will be good. And an hour and it's just suddenly naked 70-year-olds all over the screen. And I'm just like, fuck you, dude.
It's crazy. At the nude beaches, you'll never see the people you want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. IRL shaders suck. Y'all pay taxes. We could have a beach day tomorrow. Think about it. There's two camps, Yuki. There's people that want a beach day tomorrow. There's people that want them on Fridays.
This
Also,
is the
of
way,
course,
Kyle. This is the way.
Spacefish is the one who clipped it. Spacefish has done a lot of clips. Just so I
Oh yeah,
have to
there
check
is.
the bot. What did you
If
say?
you have Yulin's chat open, I put the clip I was talking about. Yeah.
What is taxes at?
Oh,
161?
that's it. Like, I half
Yeah.
expected like the ass just to be for like front and center in the middle of the screen. Like half of the screen.
No, it was just like, she walks by, and I just very clearly stop talking and stare at her. I was like, haha, joke for stream, this will be funny.
He did the Reddit meme.
4 more taxes.
So wait, is Chat the girl next to him when he turns back?
I suppose so.
Yeah, you know, you like walk past, did a little sniff, you know.
No!
What
Ugh.
the fuck?
I will assume you've never been to a high school if you think sniffing people is gonna be okay for you.
Sniffing is funny. I actually have
But
0 sense of
sniffer.
fucking smell, so does not affect me. Sniffa.
I had to learn to walk through my high school with like only mouth breathing because ain't nobody know how to use hot soap water or stinking body oil products.
No wonder Yulind can't handle taste. Oh,
You know-
North Prince. If the average person, if you think of taste and your senses as like stat points, and the average person as like 5 of 10, I took all of my stats out of smell and put them in taste. That's what it feels like for me. What other stories do I have? This was really dumb. I saw a video of a guy who, he wanted a really cool video of him standing on top of his truck while it drives through a street. Nobody's driving the truck. He literally just, put it in neutral. He's going about 10 miles per hour. Climbs out the window and stands on top of the truck. And like, hey, it looks like a really great shot until the truck kind of veers off the right a little bit and goes through his neighbor's fence while he's like scrambling to get back in his truck and stop it. No sense of smell? Therefore, Yulind stinky? That's not what that means. See, I'm the opposite. My stats got dumped into smell. That sounds awful. Not having a sense of smell is... Sometimes it works out, I never smell like coworkers or other people with like fucking body odor. So they don't bother me. But like when I do smell something, it hits me really hard. I'll like go upstairs in the morning for breakfast. And my parents have been making coffee. And most people like the smell of coffee. For me, I'm so used to not smelling anything that when I do smell anything, it just hits me like a truck and makes me nauseous. Just like Big Boss, for real, for real.
I will say you going to Walmart or whatever grocery store at 6 in the morning makes you avoid smelling a peephole. Only downside to being around a lot of people at once, the smell of peephole.
I think there's many downsides to being around a lot of people. It is not a smell thing. I just don't like people. I don't like waiting in line. I don't know. I like feeling like the place is to myself. I bake by scent. I've never needed to toothpick stuff. Hi, Icy Fire. Alright.
Yulind likes to slow walk in public and they're the main character.
Holy shit, there's so many holidays today. There was like a fucking scroll bar yesterday. It's the same thing today. International Color Day. International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. International Day of Forests. International Tiramisu Day. Memory Day. National...
That goes from tiramisu.
National California Strawberry Day. National Common Courtesy Day. National Countdown Day. National Crunchy Taco Day. National Day of Action on Syringe Exchange. National Flower Day. National Fragrance Day. National French Bread Day. National Healthy Fats Day. National Preschool Teachers Appreciation Day. National Single Parents Day. National Teenager Day. National Vermouth Day. Red Nose Day. Slytherin Pride Day. World Down Syndrome Day. World Poetry Day. World Puppetry Day. World Tattoo Day. Doobie, it's World Tattoo Day. I saw French bread and I was like, oh, I'm about that. Then I saw another one. Crunchy Taco. Ooh. That's tough between those two for me. I think I'd say French bread would be my favorite. That sounds like my favorite day.
French bread does make some really good fighting games.
Wait, there's a company called French Bread?
Yeah.
What games have they made?
They made Melty Blood. You know the game where Nekawart comes from?
Mm-hmm.
They made Under Night Ember.
Okay.
I forget the rest. Because they made like 70 Under Night Ember.
North Air, I see. Red Nose Day. Charity for a Kind of Hospital. I know of the Red Nose Day. I've seen the Yogscast and other British tuber do it in days long past. Mm-hmm. We're at 4.3. I think this video gets us there. I think this video is like 40 or 50. Let's check. Oh, it's 36. That is short and sweet. Did you play much BDO, Eris?
I didn't play any beat.
I have only played it one day on stream to level up to 50 to make walking videos. And the walking videos themselves. It was not a fun leveling experience. In fact, it was one of the worst leveling experiences I've ever seen in a game. But I don't think BDO's claim to fame is the leveling experience. I think it's the combat once you learn it and master it. I remember Leslie Way doing it when Vine was still a thing. Eris acting like people know what Eunice is. I have no idea what Eunice
Shut
is.
up, Cairo.
There's probably a few. Today. Hi Siri. Hi Yulind. Today we'll play Spirit Tracks. We'll go right into Spirit Tracks after stream. And then hopefully we finish Spirit Tracks by the time Core does VR chat. Also, it's now going to be a thing when we talk about major scientific accomplishments. And here to shout urethra. Oh god. That'd be a joke I'd be okay with letting die. I don't want to become known as like the fucking urethra streamer. That sounds awful. Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks.
Only made that joke because Ants was here.
Good lord. VR chat later. I don't know what Core's plans for VR chat are. Whether they're thinking, what did we do last week, actually? Now I can't remember.
Said Core. You talking about Koravu?
I am.
I haven't
Yes.
talked to them in like 6 years.
I'm not surprised. She's
They
she's
may sound completely different from last time you talked to them.
They do. She is one of my best friends, and every Friday she does like a world hop thing, and I usually join her for that. I don't see her as much as I used to. I still see her a lot, but she's going through an RP kick right now, and so she's doing fucking RP streams 4 times a week. Oh, Divi's back. Last week was jet ski rest.
Dude,
Some
get
other
addicted to
that's
RP
right.
in this.
Well, so here's the thing. It's a relapse for her. Because 5 to 6 years ago. Thank you, Siri. That is +1 incline. She used to do like 6 days of RP. And then that kind of just fell off for a bit. And, I got her into Monster Hunter. And Warframe. Now she's like kind of getting back into RP and streaming 4 days a week. Way too much for me. And then AA is starting up again.
When you
next
have
month.
3 incline and it looks like a stretched heart.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
That or a long sack, but you know.
Okay, all right. I didn't need that image in my mind.
Really? I would have thought out of all the, like, you know.
You know, there's people that are into that, like the really dangly, like
Oh.
stretched out ball sack, and I don't
My
get
goodness.
that. I really wish I
I
hadn't
think they
gone.
made a joke to that once in the Chuck series, and I was like, why?
Mm. I always think of the Carlos Mencia joke about it, where he's at a board meeting and all the other guys there were older than him, and they're like, "Have you sat on your balls yet?" And he's like, "What the fuck? No, I'm not an idiot." And then like 2 months later, he sat on his balls. He's like, "What the hell? How'd you know?" And they're like, "It happens to guys when we
What?
get old."
why are you a marketable plushie?
You can't just ask that, Jack. That's so rude. Oh my
Yes, I
god.
can.
I've been this. and
You
this is me.
I'm
can't.
gonna squish you, bro. I'm gonna.
Bro, don't squish me. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I have not even
Then I
old.
won't be as marketable.
I think it happens faster to white guys,
market
Cairo.
this.
What the fuck? Why would you do this to me? What did I do? I just wanted to be here.
Divvy.
Hi, I'm Dippy.
Hi,
Hi.
come here.
Hi.
Yo,
Check it out.
Hi. What's poppin'?
Not much.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of excited for Last Epoch. I
I
think
need
of
to
you
like
when I
look
see
up
it,
stuff.
and I think of
I've been
it when I
playing
see
WoW.
you. You know, I was actually on WoW this morning, and Kimmy messaged me. She's like, "He's on WoW. It's happening!" And then I logged off 10 minutes later, like it was short and sweet, and they were like, "No!"
R.I.P. I got Keystone Master in the first week.
Hell yeah. Good for you.
I thought it was gonna be a lot harder.
Were you doing it as a tank or healer?
No, I was doing it as a DPS.
Were you making the groups or joining them?
Both.
Okay. You went fucking hard if you got it as a DPS then. I feel like DPS typically
I
have to
think
fight
what
for their place in a group.
happened. I think what happened is like Arms was hyped up to be really OP, and it
Oh.
kind of isn't.
Hmm.
Like it's good, but it's not like S tier good like everybody thought it was. So I kind of
Yeah.
just got free invites because I was a warrior.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's my big problem with classes in WoW, is that there's so many specializations. That there's like 39 total. And people, of course, make DPS rankings. I think if you look at the total, there's like 26 DPS specs or something. And so it's like, if you're in the top 10, you're wanted. People bring you to keys. You're in a good spot. If you're in the bottom 10, it's like, people will treat you like you're trolling. They will literally just like, you could have the best IO score. You could like have achievements that prove you've done all this stuff. You could have 20 item level over everyone else in the group. But they're like, Destruction Warlock? Nah, they're rank 24 on DPS. Get them the fuck out of my group. And it's like,
As someone who's played Windwalker for a majority of their WoW career, I understand.
yeah. And like, my solution to this is a very crackpot WoW theory that will never ever happen. I want to specialize the DPS roles. I'm going to create like 4 categories of DPS, where it's like, this group is really good at ramp up and single target. If you let them be selfish and sit on the boss, they're going to do the most single target damage. The second group is like good at AoE. You have fucking 10 mobs together, the AoE group is going to fucking shine. Then there's a cleave group where it's like, if you have 3 targets, it doesn't matter where in the room they are, they're going to be really good at hitting all 3, where everyone else is going to struggle to do decent damage to split up targets. And then you have like the mobile group. It's not really good at anything, but if there's a lot of mobility, they're really good at maintaining their damage rotation while moving around the room and being ranged. And so what you would get is, you'd get like, oh, we're putting a dungeon together. We don't want to have all single target guys. We'll have like 1 from the group of single target, 1 from the group of AoE, maybe 1 from the mobile group. And like then, it's not like, oh, this spec is rank 24, they're garbage, don't even look at them. You would have them like, they might be the worst AoE spec, but they're good at AoE still. They're going to be better than the group from the single target, the group from the mobility. And so you'd kind of have this situation where it doesn't matter what group you're from, you're going to have usefulness. The problem with this idea is that you then go to Rage and it's like, this is the AoE fight. Only bring AoE people. Get rid of all the other specs. And I don't know what the solution for that would be in my little thing.
Yeah. I mean, just thinking, it's also like, why would you never play a mage? Because they would probably make mages good at 3 of those, rogues
Yeah.
good at 3 of those, warlocks good at 3 of those.
Well, so that would
And
be
you could
the
just
advantage.
swap.
That would be the advantage of those pure DPS classes, right? The advantage for the others is being able to go DPS or healer. Whereas for the mages, or for the pure DPS, they are going to have 3 or 4 good roles for them in all DPS stuff. That would be... I'm okay with them having that advantage.
Okay.
Now...
I just have mage PTSD.
Now, I can
They're
see...
good at literally everything.
I can see a problem where, let's say I'm playing Rogue, and it's like, oh, the spec you like to play with Rogue, you know, Outlaw, you're good on 3 of these fights in the raid. But, you know, you need to be switching to Assassination or Subtlety for the other 6 fights. And it's like, but I don't like those specs. I just want to play Outlaw. It's like, well, you're holding yourself back then, what the fuck? I could see that being a situation. So my idea here totally falls apart, and it would never work. But I fucking hate, you know, a Windweaver monk. Or, yeah, Windweaver. No, it's Mistweaver Windwalker. I hate the idea of a Windwalker monk being, like, ranked 18 in the DPS rankings so they don't get brought to dungeons. And, like, that is just a community thing. Because you look at, like, the rankings, you look at the actual logs and statistics, and often all the DPS specs will be within 10% of each other, right? If this spec is doing 1,000,000 DPS, the worst spec might be doing 900k, which is like, that's really not that big of a difference. You're gonna be fucking fine. But to the players, it might as well be like, we only have a chance at this key because this guy is the top spec. And this guy playing the bottom spec, literally unviable. Literally unplayable. I Devil Gated. Shadow Priests are suboptimal. We're bringing 7 Warlocks. The Burning Crusade.
And Shadow Priest is so good right now, too.
I remember Shadow Priest and Burning Crusade were a mana battery. And so we always had one in our healer group. Hi, Devil. I got those hands yesterday, Devil Gated. The white paw with the... Or the white fur with the pink paws. I got those yesterday. Noodles squish. I need a drink. What are we at? 4.9 miles?
Drinking this early? I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just kind of jealous.
Okay, Buster.
I love spicy water.
I wish I could handle spicy water. Not specifically that I want to drink it all the time. But, like, it looks fun on New Year's. It looks fun for, like, a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
VR Friday, baby. I'm probably better off for not drinking. Like, 100% I am. Financially and health-wise. But it just looks fun.
Sometimes.
Makes my tongue fall out and then I text
I'm
fish.
done with that.
I missed what you said, Violet.
I said it makes my tongue fall out and then I text fish. And my captain.
God, I'm just so excited for Space Fish, and I hope it doesn't put pressure on her in any way, but we talked about a thing for her stream. We talked about a thing for her stream, and I really, really, really want to see her do it. I think it would genuinely be the coolest fucking thing ever.
I died.
I think, like, how much time does it take to implement? Because that will significantly affect how or when she decides to...
With her, she has the skills to do it in... Well, if she wasn't a perfectionist, she could genuinely do it in, like, 10 hours. Because it's Space Fish... Because it's Space Fish, 30 to 50 hours, However, once it's set up, it would be easy for her to maintain it for a lot less effort. But I am...
This sounds fair, and the only other thing I can imagine she might have in the way of that is her desire to make her new and updated avatar. And if that looks like something she wants to put on the other side of that, it may be a bit.
It's one of those things that, like, I can see myself just being so pushy and obnoxious with it. And she's so nice that she would probably do it just to accommodate me. But I'm like, I gotta stop talking about it. I gotta stop talking about it.
She's had experience with people being excited about their, like, ideas and still managing to keep her own pacing, so I think you'll be alright.
Well, I don't even know if she really wants to do it.
Conversely, she would love to see me get a Twitter, and I have no intention.
Wait, you don't have a Twitter?
Nope.
Not even to, like, check things and lurk?
Nope.
Why?
I already have enough social media things going on, like both as part of streams and commissions, and even separately as a parent and having a family and things. I do not desire more social media staff to be checking in on right now. And since my business gets around just fine with word of mouth, you know?
To me, it's not even a business thing. Twitter is just like, I like seeing art on Twitter. I like seeing what my friends do. And so, I am only on Twitter just to lurk and see what's going on with others. To see stuff that I have followed and want to see. Now, fucking Elon keeps trying to change it so that
like
I see recommended stuff. But thankfully, it's not too much effort to switch it back to only see the stuff I want to see, damn it. Lurking is the one thing Twitter does that Blue Sky doesn't. It's kind of a deal breaker for me. What do you mean? I do the same thing on Blue Sky, though, huh? If anything, it's easier on Blue Sky. Because they're not constantly trying to show me, like, recommended stuff. They're only showing me stuff that I followed. Maybe we have different definitions for lurking, Cumi. The complete fundamental lack of private invisible mode means I'm not interested? Oh. Huh. I guess if you... Hi, Vaporbite. I guess if you don't want people seeing what you follow and do, I'm kind of the opinion of, like, I don't fucking care. I'll just follow people I like and, you know, I just want to scroll down and see, you know, the stuff. You cannot curate who can view your Blue Sky feed outside of requiring registered users? Is that I keep a small online footprint on purpose? I guess that's just something that I don't put any value on. If somebody's gonna go through my Twitter or Blue Sky and see what I'm looking at, I mean, you're gonna see what I'm looking at. There's gonna be a lot of art. There's gonna be a lot of streamers. There's gonna be a lot of porn. There's gonna be a little bit of politics. If somebody wants to see that, I don't really care. I don't know, and I don't want this to come off as insulting, but to me, it's just like what's somebody gonna do with the info with that info, right? Like, if somebody's looking at what you're looking at, what are they going to do with that stuff? Hi, Potato.
Make you a Christmas list? I don't know.
Like, quite frankly, I don't have enough enemies that are trying to, like, find any dirt on me and going through everything. I have maybe... Well, I know I have one person who doesn't like
It's me, I'm the enemy.
I have 2 people who don't like me, although I think one of them has chilled out a lot. There's probably more. There's probably a few people that are like, I can't fucking stand Yulind.
You'd have to be wildly
Me, it's
unreasonable
me.
for that to
I'm
be the
that guy.
case. Oh my gosh.
Are
Yeah,
you
let's
really?
make it 3.
I can't fucking stand you, you. Let's fight.
Really? I'm sorry.
You know how people don't wrestle
didn't mean
kangaroos
to do
because
that.
they're mad powerful?
Come
Yulind
on.
has
No
all the
wrestling,
leg
punch.
stat. You do
I'm
not
gonna give
want
you
that
a
shade.
wallop.
I don't want to fight you.
I didn't notice. Shut up.
Why? I'm just an inanimate object.
But
I'm
like
not even
you.
real, man.
I don't want to hurt you.
It'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't. That'd really hurt my feelings. It'd be really sad.
We should play Repo so you can throw me.
Oh my god. I'm probably gonna get Repo.
That game is actually really fun. I played it for the first time last night.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking about getting it, but I need to. Fucking.
It's really funny. The brain rot is real,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't even need mods for it to have the
Yeah.
brain rot.
Hi there, Yaki Tongue. Alright, Global. Alright, buddy. No, I know of 2 people that don't like me. One I had a big falling out with. And I've spoken to people about that, but they're another streamer, so it's not something to really air out in front of everybody. The other one is a mod for friends I've talked about now and then. And him and I get along a lot more now. But he didn't like the way I talked to a lot of my friends. We had mutual friends. He didn't like the way I talked to them, though to me it was just like banter and teasing. We still walk in peace. Bless you.
Bless your
Tua.
says,
Bless again.
if you do it again, I
Don't
won't
you
say it.
hop 2 of me.
Someone needs to make one of these for you. You know, I was honestly
Don't
thinking
hop
I need
2
a
of me.
tantrum emo.
Don't spit on my thing. We're done.
Whose chat was? I think it was Maru's. Maru last night did a spit thing, and I did a gasm as a joke, and he was like, "Are you into spitting?" And I was like, "Real talk, no. And if somebody ever spat on me, I am fucking throwing hands."
Oh, so that's what
See,
it
that's
takes.
how you get him to fight you. Yep. Also, Yulind, why would you throw hands when you've got legs that like literally could kick mountains down? Like, use your best asset.
Because these things are registered weapons, Violet. I could get in trouble for killing somebody with these things.
But they spit on you.
I know.
True, that's
Plus, you hit the wall
assault.
pretty easy. Yeah, but yeah, plus you hit the wall pretty easy. I'd know.
It's okay, we all know you and Cord getting a divorce. Hi, old sport. Someone that hated
Wow.
my guts recently and blocked me and apologized, slowly reconnecting. That's good. That's nice. Someone sneezes and says, Hawk 2, I'm gonna cry.
Fantastic.
I must go all llama on Pinky now. Bro, I could break you in half. Okay, Cairo. Okay.
Oh my god, hi Cairo, huge fan.
I've had people try and crawl on my stuff to start shit. It's not a door I'm willing to leave open in future. Yeah, you know, actually I do know about that, Kimi. I get that. Alternatively, Kimi, you could say that just makes it look like you're trying to hide something. Whereas if you have it open, they can't find anything, right? They would look and it's like, yeah, you didn't find anything, fucker. We tag team Leggy Kirby here. Guys, I think I could take Cairo. I think I could take Cairo. He's a little taller than me.
And they were both bottoms.
No, in a fight, not in sex. In a fight, yes, in a fight. In a fight, right?
They're gonna wrestle.
I mean, obviously, in not a fight, sure. But in a fight, yeah, you know what? I think I could take Cairo. I think I just gotta get them to fucking whiff once, and then they fucking take the Sparta kick and they're done.
On a completely unrelated note, Baby Oil is at an all-time low for pricing. Get it now. Not related to this conversation at all.
I think one kick to Cairo and he's not getting up. Motherfucker, you're lining up for me to pick up and throw. Aren't you like the same weight? Aren't you like 135 or 140?
Kick Kyra in the back of the head and they'll just go, wow!
Middle of Nosha. 5.4 miles. Absolutely not.
So what you're suggesting is we need kite strings for both of you on windy days.
Oh, let's give you guys the music back. Where am I in my room? I'm here. Move that there, move that there. Anchor. Local.
Oh gosh, you put it behind my ear. Thank you, don't do that.
World. Why is the fucking camera that low? That's so weird. Wasn't that low before, was it? Behavior. Auto level pitch. Why does it just look so low? Weird. Anyway. What time is it? 11:40? We'll probably hang out for like 30 minutes before we switch. You only got muscles, Kyra. Let's not cope now. Just in time for the start of walkies. Are we done walking? We're done walking for now. Sounding like the friend that says he'd win in a fight because his arms are longer. He refuses to eat too much protein. No, he doesn't. Bro, what do you mean? I eat 18 eggs a week. That's a ton of protein. What do you mean, no protein? You guys wait there.
Turn down my really loud music.
Oh, you can hear the engine when you're right up against it. Need that chicken and rice?
Oh my.
Okay, alright. Yulind is secretly Gaston. I would hate to look like Gaston. Oh god, he's literally built like a Dorito. And I hate that.
Yeah. Let's go.
Expressions. Joker.
That I want to mess with.
Y'all missing this view.
Alright. Jesus. You're married. Oh my god.
I was saying that you were doing a great job. I was encouraging performance in a theatrical setting.
Man just eats a can of beans with a spoon. He eats 2 dozen eggs every morning to get large. Okay, what did I say the distance was? 5.4. I take this.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
I close that. We go over here.
Yeah, no, it's cute. I haven't seen this one for
And then
What is that one that just came out, Keisha? That one looks really
The
good.
Egyptian
5.4 miles. And now
No reason.
we rest. Done.
I won't be able to get any outfits for it if I got it though. That's the problem.
Weak
It'll be
numbers
very
get
hard to
back
get
on
it.
there. Oh my god. This guy's such a critic lately.
Like,
Roxy hug. I know Violet. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay.
being what gets support and what doesn't.
Where are we going?
I feel like this.
Why is this in the random? It's so okay.
Reminds me of the character in the background of the Spider-Man game. It goes, I got a cousin who could do that. That's not so great. Like every fight you get into.
Huh.
It might be one of those where you probably have to like body swap it
Um,
and get some good outfits.
Ooh. I wonder
Accidentally entered safe mode. I'll turn this off.
I wonder if there's a comfy Zelda map.
Safe mode.
Like just a Zelda themed comfy map.
One of that too. That'd be fun.
Unemote.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be one of like the fairy fountains or something?
Well, I'm thinking more like a room that's just, you know, got Zelda shit on the walls. But that sounds like I need to go searching for a while specifically for that.
It's like
Go to
I
Go
don't
to
think I
Seabreeze.
what am I supposed to do?
Raw portal. Okay, I guess I'm sitting down here now. Portal.
Boy.
Give me a hug. Zelda shit on the wall sounds very unhygienic. Okay. Alright. Kyo, when do you join me after a walk and I get to fall asleep cuddling you? I feel like I'm owed this, damn it. I feel like I've done absolutely nothing and I'm owed this. Okay, load in. Load in, please. There we go. No choker. I need to fix my sleep schedule. To not wake up around 11 or noon. Or alternatively, make it even worse. That way you like wake up in the middle of the night, or I guess in the morning, but you want to sleep more, and then you sleep in VR with me. How does that sound? This sounded pretty good to me. Eris, I have a question.
What's up?
In Tales games, do you play the main character or do you always play one of the side characters? Like, do you see the big booby character and you're like, that's who I want to play?
There's not usually a big booby character. I just play who seems cool. Like in Arise, I played Law. All was cool, even though it was pain playing him, because you just get hit. There's no animation canceling.
The camera's right here, by the way. I sat Law out of the party in Arise.
What? He's so cool.
He was
bet you
a
like
kid.
Dollarhy. Bet you like Dollarhy.
I sat Law, and I sat, who's the mage girl? The glasses bob cut girl. The racist.
I forget her name.
Velma.
No.
That's just Eris.
No.
What?
I
I
played
can't say this on stream.
Dohalim. That was who like I actually played as.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
He was
I
really
could
fucking
smell it
cool
on you.
until you get him in the party. Then he's a fucking loser, but
Oh, Rinwell. You got rid of Rinwell?
I got rid of
bro?
Rinwell. Yeah. I
Kisara.
I had Kisara, but she might have been my least favorite character of the game. Like, I just cringed seeing her talk or do anything. Because it's literally like, I'm hesitant to say male fantasy, but like, she's literally like the hot girl that's like, I love doing chores, I love cleaning, I love cooking, and it's like, this is so fucking just gross to me. This character is just lame and has no
She's
depth.
like a sergeant in the military. It's like her hobby.
Yeah, but like then she likes cleaning, and it's like it felt like portraying her as like the perfect housewife, and just like, you want a girl that's super hot, wants to cook for you, wants to clean for you, literally wants to do your laundry. That was like a reoccurring skit, was them having to tell her to stop doing their laundry and think for herself, and she like, oh my god, I couldn't stand her.
Feral Housewives for the win.
Bruh, why are club crackers so fucking tasty? And on weekends is best time. Man is trying to ruin lives. Weekend, if okay, I want to spend time with you, Kyo. A weekend works best for you. I'm not against getting back on VR for people, so I feel like I haven't seen you enough, Keo. Feral housewife is wild. She's not feral though. She's like, how do I word? She's like strict OCD chores and thinks she's ugly even though she's crazy fucking hot. I slept in VR last Friday night. And you would
She was it's like, I was gonna say this like a second ago, but it's because because she's meant to always be with Dalahim, because Dalahim, he doesn't know how to exist.
Yeah.
He's like, he walks into a room, like, doesn't know what to do. And she's like, Dalahim, this is a restaurant. He's like, what's that?
Dude goes into the bathroom.
No, I was saying I'm glad I'm a feral housewife.
Dude goes into a bathroom, walks out 10 seconds later. I don't know what to do. And it's like, dude, you don't know how to fucking shit on your own. What is wrong with you?
So Kisara has to follow behind him and teach him what to do.
I was very disappointed with both of them because it felt very extreme. It felt very much like, because they would do some things with him that's like, he would just grab an apple from a street vendor. And I was like, dude, you can't just do that, right? There's some other things where like he didn't know how to tie his shoes. And it's like, this is supposed to be the scholarly member of the party. This is supposed to be the guy that like is the intelligent one. And he's just like, can't do basic functions that a 3-year-old can do. I slept in VR last Friday night and you'll never join me. I didn't know you wanted me to join. If you'd invited me, I probably would have joined. And hi, Karusi. Thank you. Or is that Karusi E? You tell me how you want me to say it. A Funko Pop Violet. Love a Kia wear last Friday night.
There's a thing that it's an unfortunate thing that happens in some Tales games where some characters are like their existence is married to another character.
Yeah.
Like in Bersaria, there was that one character, the guy on your team who wore like the Japanese clothes.
Roku?
And you're like, why is he there? Well, he's there to fight his brother.
Yeah. What's another? Karu is fine. Okay. Yeah, don't say Karusi. What's another character?
Rokuro, yeah, Rokuro, that guy. Yeah, why is he there? Yeah, he's there to fight his brother. Where's his brother there? Well, he's there to fight Rokuro.
Here to kill chaos.
Oh god. In Abyss, they all kind of revolved around Luke, didn't they? Tyr was there to like.
I didn't play Abyss.
Oh really? Abyss is a good one.
No,
Abyss. It's literally just the Symphonia combat. They put these rings on the ground that like combine attacks. Hi Grovey. And that's literally the only difference. Also beach day tomorrow. But like the story, Abyss has a story that might be my favorite story. It is kind of fucking crazy what happens in the Tales of Abyss story.
Heard that.
What'd you say, Debbie?
I heard that.
No, you didn't.
I mean, that is the anime trope for super
Fucking
smart
asshole.
people. So do you not incur finish Artistic Fury? Is Nendroid Violet? I see a blueberry. Are you talking about Soul? Because that's what I think of with blueberries. Can't do basic things. Kyle's fine. More like Nendroid Violet. Oh, correct. Yuletide. I'm sorry. Is that like Vermintide?
People who like Abyss really like Abyss.
Yeah. If you get attacked by hundreds.
I have a friend, one of my reference talks about Abyss all the time.
It's. I probably would have liked it a lot more if it was a game I played when it was current instead of me going back to it. But like, because when I went back to it, I had played Vesperia, and then it was like, I think I played Grace's F, or just Grace's at the time. And then it was like, dude, me and my college roommate were gonna go back and play a lot of them. So we went back and played Dawn of a New World and Abyss. And, like, the combat just felt so... I mean, you played Symphonia. It's very, very basic combat before they kind of revamped it. But the story is so...
Symphonia was the first Tales I've played.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Since then, I played Graces, Bersaria, and Arise.
Okay.
I haven't played a shit ton of Tales.
You literally, like, checkered them in that you skipped 1 to 2 every time.
Well, I just played the ones my friends, like, recommended for me.
Okay. No one recommended Vesperia?
Wait, for real?
Vesperia didn't exist in a way I could play it at the time.
Oh, because it was 360 exclusive and you had a PS3. Yep.
Yeah, it was.
That was me with the
exclusive,
Zelias.
and the PS3 version was better. So
Yeah.
like, but it was only in Japan. But then like, I bought the definitive edition for PS4 and I just never got around to play it.
Mm.
That's my favorite, is Vesperia. I wish I got to play the Zelia ones.
So, for me, Vesperia was my favorite when I played it. And it was for a while.
I just remembered what my favorite is.
I really, really liked Berseria when that one came out. And
It was really good.
I'm hard pressed to choose between Berseria and Vesperia. It's a lot easier for me to break it down to which one has the best combat, Arise. Which one has the best story, Abyss. Which one has my favorite characters, Vesperia. It's way easier for me to break it down into like categories like that. But picking like a which one is your favorite, I'm like, oh shit.
Bersaria, out of the ones I played, Bersaria is like, I think, my favorite. Aside from the post game, because the post game just sucked. I couldn't get past it. I couldn't finish it. There was like this weird like puzzle, and I was stuck on like this green plane. It kept looping me. And I was like, bro, and the enemies kept spawning, and I kept getting angrier and angrier, and I just turned it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, and I don't know. I think maybe I was up too late, but it was just like not fun.
Sure hope I don't sleep in so hard tonight. I missed tomorrow's stream. Vesperia, best one nodders. Yes, I meant Soul. They just started stream in case you needed a target. I'm not rating anybody today, Kumi. That's food.
Graces probably has like one of the worst stories.
Yeah. Yeah. There are parts I like of Graces. Like, if there's one thing I love about Graces, it's the one where they just got rid of mana. And they just said, go fucking ham. I love that. And then it's like, aliens, and you're just like, are you, what the fuck? Fuck you. Damn it. I hate the aliens cop out.
Post-game story of Graces. Alright, this is ultra super Hitler. What if we could convince him to be nice?
Yeah.
Like, the ultra genocider. Let's like try to be nice to him and maybe he'll understand.
Uh-huh.
I think there's only 2 Tales games that dropped. Which one of them you're going to be very disappointed in?
Uh-oh. Which ones?
I couldn't get past the main character in Abyss at the start because when he first came out and I played it, I thought he was a whiny bitch and it got on my nerves.
That is the point.
I didn't like it. I was like, I'm so tired of this. I'm just going to do something else.
He is easily the worst Tales protagonist. He is designed for you to fucking hate him. And then he gets humbled. He gets humbled real fucking hard. And the rest of the game is him having a lot of self-worth and self-value issues and learning to be a good person and learning to value himself. Hi, Shia. Can't hang during work days, so nice to be able to join on the weekend. My only interest in Tales games was seeing black hair lady from Berseria. Yeah, she's pretty.
Oh yeah.
She's a little weird. She has the thing that I don't like with Kisara, where she likes doing chores. She likes cleaning up after others and cooking for them. But she's also like a rough tomboy. they don't focus on it too much because she's going through a real edgy arc and just wants to kill a certain person. But every now and then they bring up her backstory and what she used to be like. I'm like, this is... I hate this. Hi, Yulind. Hi.
The other game I didn't like was Zestiria.
Zestiria? Yeah. I hate Zestiria.
I hated
Zestiria...
it. I didn't play that one after like 30 minutes.
Okay, this is really funny. I fucking hate the combat in Zestiria. It is easily the worst combat in any Tales game in my eyes. I hate the story. It is boring and just literally point A to point B. I don't like any of the characters in Zestiria. None of the party members are cool to me. Except one. There is one character that I absolutely adore in Zestiria. Her name is Edna. She's one of the spirits in your party. A little spoiler alert. Each spirit has a like ancient name that when they sign a contract with you, you invoke their ancient name. Edna's ancient name is... It's Hefson Yulind. That's where I stole my name from. I stole my name...
Well, that explains a lot.
I stole my name from the Zestiria character. That is the only good thing about that game in my eyes, is that single character. I hate the other 5 party members.
You stole it from the game no one will play.
No one will play.
Know.
And here's the thing, it's not even like the main character, it's not even like their main name, it's their like spirit name they use 2 to 3 times in the game. I hate the other characters, I hate the story, I hate the villain. The combat is... Here's the thing. Tales games almost always have mana, right? So using a white attack will restore 1 mana. Using an art will use, like, let's say 5 mana, right? So it's a pretty, you know, don't just spam arts. Do your white attacks and do art attacks. They mix it up every now and then. So in Tales of Graces, they said, get rid of arts entirely. Let's have a combo system. Your first attack will cost 1 combo. Your second attack will cost 2 combos. Your third attack will cost 3. If you don't have enough to do the next one, it'll loop back. So let's say you had 5 combos. You would hit for 1, and then 2, and you would loop back to your starting combo hits, and you would do 1, and then you wouldn't have enough to do 2. You would need 6 to continue. So 4 and 5 were essentially the same amount of combo points. If you get hit, so like let's say you get hit really hard and stunned, you would lose a combo point. So now, let's say you were starting with 4, you would go down to 3, and you would be able to do less moves. But like, let's say you had, like, you stunned the enemy, or you had a really good combo, or you had like a perfect dodge, you would get more combos. So like, let's say you start the fight with 4, and you're just kicking ass and playing Devil May Cry and doing everything right, you could get up to like 8 combo points, and you could chain your combo moves longer. And you were limited by, you know, what combos you had and your max combo ability. No mana, no TP, literally just go fucking ham as much as possible and try to do things to gain more max combo points. That shit was great. The next game, Xillia, I think they went back to the standard mana, and then they did Zestiria. Well, technically they did Xillia too, but then they did Zestiria. In Zestiria, they said that combo point system, get that shit out of here. That shit sucks. What we're going to do instead is you're going to have mana. So your abilities cost, you know, 5 to 20 mana, and you gain 1 per white hit. And we're going to have a, I think they called it soul counter system, but it was basically like a gauge. All attacks would cost like 10% of the gauge. And the higher your gauge was, the faster it restored. So like, if you were at 80% gauge, it restored that 20% that you were missing really fast. But if you were at 0%, you'd get penalized, and it would restore really fucking slowly. And the idea was, if the enemy is stunned, don't hold back and like go all in and do like a longer extended combo that will then have punishments of, you know, you have a longer recovery time from this, but you got to go further in moments of opportunity. What it ended up resulting is, you're holding back for mana, you're holding back for SC, you just never get to play. You're just always doing like little baby pot shots, and it feels like you never get to go ham. And I hate the Zestiria combat for that. In Berseria, I don't remember if they had TP and mana, but I know they had the old combo system with like if you break the enemy's guard or perfect dodge, you get more hits and you get to use those for combos. Velvet in particular had a move where she was able to like steal people's combos and then like break them. And so Velvet in particular for this game was a combo monster. Arise,
Magilu had some fucking busted stuff she could do. You absorb a spell, absorb enough spells, you get the big spell. Absorb enough big spells, you have a million big spells, and you just spam the big spells. You have like 200 stock. All you gotta do is like stock 200 of the big spell for your playtime, and that'll last until you turn the game off.
I didn't take too much advantage of that system, but in Arise, I think they went back to mana. They just had basic mana. However, they had like the combo system with your standard attacks and the combo system with your arts, and they let you interchange between the two of them whenever. You also had like a guard break system with limited charges that just reset your combo. You could also just switch characters that reset your combo. You also had Overlimit, which reset your combo. So Rise was just like, we're gonna give you basic tools, but everything's gonna reset into itself. So very early on, you could just do crazy long combos that let you go wild. I think Rise had the best combat, or Arise. I think that had the best combat, but I mean, it's the most modern, so it should. Granted, I think Grace's F had really good combat. Berseria had good combat. I don't remember the Zilia combat at all. Admittedly, I did not finish Zilia. I got to a big twist in the story, and then I think a WoW patch came out, and so I need to at some point go back and finish Zilia.
Wow.
I'm surprised you didn't mention the big problem with Zestiria's Zestiria combat. The big problem. I'm surprised you forgot.
I honestly, there's so many problems that I can't sit here for an hour and talk about them. But the big problem with Zestiria combat is that there's 2 humans and 4 spirits, and the humans have to be in the party. And if you are, if you're playing co-op, you can just decide, you know what, you don't get to play anymore because your friend was playing a spirit, and then you just absorb that spirit and go super mode as a human. And the friend who's playing that spirit is just like, okay, I guess I'm just in timeout right now for the next minute while you take my character from me. That, oh.
I didn't, I only played the demo, so I didn't know. I'm talking about how, because it was the first implementation of the real map, map stadium, thing they did. Mm-hmm. So, if you were caught on, a tiny peninsula where nowhere to walk, that's where you're fighting.
Oh, God. I didn't... Oh, shit, I forgot about that. That...
Yeah. If you're in the corner of a room with no exit, that's where you're fighting.
I never really ran afoul with that. Okay, so to go over the Zestiria problems, there were 2 human characters that were required to be in the party, and the 4 spirit characters were all associated with an element. So, if you really like one of the spirit characters, me, I like Edna, and you want to fight a boss that's resistant to earth magic, fuck you. You don't get to play her on that unless you're playing full support and just healing your teammate, because you literally just don't do damage to this boss. The weapons were fucking insane. Basically, they wanted to have a crafting system where you get a weapon or armor piece and you upgrade it. So this meant that there were 20 different weapons in the game that had different stat loadouts, but they were all shit when you first get them. And then you have to disenchant other weapons and put those into the weapons that you want to get them to be, +1, +3, +9, and level them up through their stats. But what this meant is as you go through the game, you start with iron sword on the main guy. And then you find cutlass. It's a downgrade. It has less attack. So it's like, oh, why would I use this? And then you find, ceremonial sword. And this has really high special defense, but again, less attack. So it's like you go through the whole game and you're using a sword that you found in the first 3 hours. And upgrading new weapons to be better than that stuff that you've had since the beginning is often just kind of hard. So you don't get upgrades. Like, the first 10 hours you find upgrades to gear because you're literally putting them in stuff that there was no socket there. But then, like, later on, it's like, oh, I found the flamberge. This is, historically, in Tales games, a really cool fire-themed sword. And it has good special defense. I don't want to use this. It's literally just a straight downgrade. You find upgrades the first 10 hours, and then you just stop finding them. Unless there's a specific setup you want, or a specific weapon type you want, that you then go on like a 10-hour side quest to just build up this weapon with materials. And it's just, I hate the itemization of Zestiria. It's so ass. The story is bad. People like the characters. I don't like most of them. I like
Their
Edna.
designs look very San Francisco. That's the most Twitch acceptable thing I could say about the main characters of Zestiria.
Yeah.
They look very acceptable in the city of San Francisco. That's the closest I could say to what I want to say.
They also give you a character, and then at the 5-hour mark, they leave your party. That's fine. That happens in JRPGs. You're just looking forward for, when you get her back. She never comes back. She literally just doesn't.
Does she take the equipment with her?
Yes, she does. She takes the equipment with her, and she never comes back. You never get her in the party again, and you're like, I'm at 70 hours in this game. I'm fighting the final boss. When does she come back? Looking like a PR chat avatar. I
I'm
understand.
gonna go make food.
Okay, thank you for joining. I understand. I understand killing off a story character, right? That shit was crazy with Aerith. But she just leaves and she's there. You regularly see her in the game and she just says hi and doesn't join back in, and it's like, why? Why is she just not in my party? Vesperia did that with a character where there's this guy that you think is going to join the party, and then he does.
No spillers, please.
Okay. I didn't think it was a spoiler vote. Well, you're right. We'll just see it. We're just gonna see it.
I have not played the game at all.
You're right. I don't know. I hate losing a character. Especially since I really like the one in Zestiria. Go ahead.
There's it's hard to find weapon upgrade systems that are bad, because it's usually you just upgrade the weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Bersaria's upgrade system is so infuriating. It's the most confused. I don't understand the reasoning behind it, because you have to let's say you want to for you as you don't know, and if you don't remember Yulind, let's say you want to upgrade your sword to +1. Okay, it's fine. You have the materials.
Mm-hmm.
It's sword +1. Now you want to upgrade +2. It's fine. Here's sword +2. You want to upgrade to +3? I'm sorry, but you need sword shards. What the fuck are sword shards? You get sword shards from making a +1 sword and dismantling it. Then you get sword shards. Then you can make your +3 sword. Let's say you want to make a +4 sword. You need +2 sword shards. So you have to make 2 +2 swords to dismantle them to get +2 swords. And then you have to keep doing that. And it's so annoying. You need like 50 swords to get one sword maxed out. And it takes materials. And sometimes you have to buy more swords. And you know what? That's not even the best sword. So you want to get amazing good sword? You have to make 50 amazing good swords to max out amazing good sword, because you have to dismantle them. Who thought of this?
It's
fucking infuriating.
Hearing you describe it, I'm like, oh yeah, it was kind of bad, wasn't it? It was such an upgrade over the Zestiria one, though, that I didn't mind it. Because if you just ignored the crafting system, you'd be fine. Because they only had 6 loadouts for the stat variations in the weapons, and they usually had like 20 weapons. So you'd get the first sword and it would be heavy attack. Second one would be heavy defense. Third one would be physical defense. Fourth one would be like crit. When you got to that 7th sword, it would be the same stat variation as that first sword. So if you just ignored the crafting system, you were getting upgrades. It was fucking pain to upgrade though. I do remember fucking sword shards and that shit. I remember spending a shit ton of time on Eisen's weapon because the way I wanted to build them, they were not dropping for me. And I was like, fucking give me the fucking shackles or whatever. Eric's literally rooting the stream for me right now, killing all the discussion loud.
Oku, I'm gonna beat you up, Oku.
Math sword.
Oku is my enemy.
Hi, Fishy. We weren't talking about you much today. Don't look into the VOD to see what we said. I don't think we need much more than you've got a new sword, it hits harder, equip that. I kind of just fucking like that. And I don't like it when they're trying to do these special upgrade systems. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, what? Good things,
just
right?
make the upgrade require a funny item. Just make me go do a quest to get the funny item to upgrade my weapon. It's
Honestly,
not a Tails thing. It's like what a lot of other games do, and I think it's perfectly fine. Just make me do a quest to upgrade my weapon. I feel like that's like a bit it makes me do side quests. It's like a great. It just makes sense.
I'd be okay with the core keeper system of upgrading, where like, let's say you get a weapon at the beginning, and it's like a rarity 1 weapon, right? You upgrade it, and that literally costs like junk, like scrap metal, and eventually that becomes rarity 2, and that requires like beast fangs to upgrade, right? Well, if you got a sword that started as level 2, that would just require beast fangs to upgrade. By the time you get to the end of the game, you can make any weapon, equivalent to like an end game weapon, right? If it's something you got near the end, you'd have to upgrade it like maybe once or twice. But if you wanted to take that sword from the very beginning, you've upgraded it like 30 times to get there.
Sounds like the weapon system from Two Worlds.
Hearing you talk about the Zestiria upgrade system reminded me of like how much pain I was in for Besaria, because there were times where I couldn't find like amazing good sword parts, so I was using the starting sword because I could get that to max.
I typically ignore crafting systems like this. I just don't engage with them unless I have to. And so for Berseria, I just didn't. I just went like all the way to the end of the game, just like, oh, I found a sword, it's not an upgrade. But then the next one I find, I'm like, oh, this is an upgrade. Cool. Attack power go up, good. And by the time I got to like the level 17, 18 weapons, I still had a decent weapon. And then I learned the upgrade system, and I was like, oh, okay, I could have been using something from the beginning and had more of an advantage. But it wasn't like I was literally using the iron sword I got 2 hours in at 50 hours in, like with Zestiria. Good job today, you. We saw your legendary.
I get suckered in by the practice of bigger number. Not the practice, the promise of bigger number. I get suckered.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my Quest Pro today. And UPS doesn't fuck it up for 3 days in a row. I'm gonna make all kinds of faces at you tonight, Eris. Oh no.
I'm not gonna wish any bad luck on you, Oku, because I'm not mean. But I hope the setup for your avatar doesn't work. And I hope you get a migraine.
No! That's so cruel!
Wait, whoa, what's with the guns in here? My gosh.
I didn't say I hope this Quest Pro didn't work. I didn't say that. I just said I wish it didn't work on his avatar. I just said...
That's so mean.
Listen, I've had to suffer through like 3 migraines in the last 2 months, and let me just say, that's evil.
Wait, what is my legendary clip? Oku, if you get a migraine, I'll kiss it better, okay? No migraines allowed. Also, apparently,
I'll be real with
Steppy
you.
Boy
If
has-
you find out I have a migraine, do not touch. I will probably kill somebody.
I mean, if somebody has a migraine, make sure no fucking noise is happening in the house, and let mom sleep. My mom got migraines a lot when I was growing up. Apparently, Steffi Boy has an intro. It's in the clips. Oh yeah, she knows. She's one of the fuckers that clipped it.
That's even worse.
A migraine, what the fuck? Brain kiss. Yeah, it's evil. I've watched migraines cripple my friend for days before. I want to make sure it works exceedingly well before I get on tonight. Hours in advance. I'm going to drink a ton of water to prevent any kind of ailments from ruining my tonight. Specifically for
I'm gonna
Eric's
put on my
son,
extra
especially-
particles. Put my extra particles.
One of the last
when- if you be
migraines I
mean to me,
had made my
people get
entire
mad at
leg
you.
go
Look how
numb.
cute I am.
Huh. Extra particles just to inflict migraines on
I've
people.
never
Yeah.
felt any kind of pain that bad, and I hope I never do.
It was so cute and funny. I was having fun
Jesus
talking
Christ.
tales. We're supposed to be playing Spirit Tracks right now. So we're gonna switch games. I wish I was taking a nap today, because you guys know me, I always want to take a nap in VR. But we are going to go play Spirit Tracks. Hopefully finish it. We've got 4 chapters left. Oh, damn, Eris, you looking extra robot-y tonight. Where are your legs at, dog?
I'm gonna get you.
They're there.
I'm gonna get you, Oku.
Oku, what I was saying was they need to move their bow up a little so it doesn't cut into the antenna. Then each antenna needs a bow on it. Give us Flatland What is Flatland?
Your fucking
to go
live
PNG
2D
mode.
model.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Because you lack a whole dimension.
Yes. Not gonna lie, I thought Eris had a pair of panties on his antenna. No. Okay.
Nah, it's not the pain that does it. It's that wherever the migraine is activating is also messing with my
Behavior.
nerves. So usually my hands will go numb. But
Look at
like,
me on a little
I was at
bitch.
the doctor's office trying to get something for it, and my leg went numb, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I can walk right now.
We're gonna mute them.
Man, I was suffering.
Did I mute the wrong thing? I did. I muted the
last
world,
night.
and I meant to mute voices. Okay. I was like, hang on, it's suddenly too quiet. We're not done. We're gonna go play Spirit Tracks. Here's what the fuck. It could be the blue light that is causing the problem. Causing the problem for what? Are we talking about getting migraines? Because I don't think anybody has a migraine right now. We're just talking about, wishing a migraine on Oku to fuck with their, because they just got the new face tracking headset, and they're very excited to use it. But we're gonna go play Spirit Tracks, and so I'm going to bring up this screen and put on chill music, and I'll be right back in like 10 minutes.